It says we live.
All right. Hey, hopefully you guys are seeing us okay. I am hardwired with an Ethernet cable, and Danny is telling me that I go digital every once in a while. So if that happens, I apologize ahead of time. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Could be our internet, could be just atmospheric conditions, could be the government buzzing in and trying to block our signal. Like my screen just went buffering here on this side. So anyway, welcome in. Hey, this week's guest is me, since I hadn't been on here in a while. My name is Keith with K&D Flips. I'm a part-time reseller down in the state of Texas, and I'm glad to be here. Since it is mine and Danny's show, it's good to be here on our show.
It's good to make your own show, right?
Right. So for those of you who don't know Danny, go ahead and give your spiel real quick.
I'm Danny with Frugal Resellers, and me and Keith talk back and forth, met through YouTube, and we kind of want to hold accountability to ourselves, and that's why we started this. And plus, we can get to know you guys, so it's kind of a fun thing for us.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, and there's a few of y'all here already, and we appreciate that. Cajun Roots Reseller, I saw you out there a little bit earlier. Thrifty Junker popped in, and also Broke Life Thrift. Hey, everyone. That's that logo. I was at our show a couple weeks ago. I don't think he has any content yet, but man, that logo is just awesome. I love that logo. Might have been my 8 at 8 show, but I love that logo that he's got there. That would look excellent on a hat or a shirt or whatever.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Danny, you got a hat on right there as I'm pointing my little arrow over it, but nobody can see the arrow. So yeah, a little bit of merch. If you guys can see the scroll going along the bottom down there, there's a little message that Danny's inching up on 2,000 subscribers, which is awesome. I mean, how long have you had your channel
now? We started June 29th.
There you go. Danny's inching up on 2,000. I am echoing.
That was me. I just put it on so I can see. I can see the comments but I can't comment. So yeah.
Okay. Well, you should be made a moderator and all that.
Yeah. So
since we haven't been on my channel in a while, I don't know.
Right.
Punch something in the comments on YouTube and I'll add you. Hey, there's Jen. She popped in real quick. Hey, Jen. Jen is, I think she's on a goal to be on every reseller channel whatsoever as a guest. So yeah, you're on there. You're on there as a mod, so you should be able to do whatever you need to do.
Well, usually when we, since I'm in the StreamYard with you, used to I could comment on StreamYard, but for some reason, I was on Thrifty Junker's channel yesterday, and it was the same way. I can't comment.
Yeah.
So I had to jump up.
I'm going back through right now, and everybody as a moderator. I mean, these are all people that we know, either you or I. So yeah, if you guys comment again, you should be made a moderator. There you go, Cajun Roots. And also, I know he's not in here yet, but just a big thank you to Matt, Redbeard's Treasures, last week for filling in for me. I think Danny mentioned it, and I've put it on a couple of my videos, and I think I even came on and commented as we were about to walk into the auditorium. This is my son's senior year, so end of April and May has been boom, 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 boom. Every night is something. Like he just got home today from their prom trip. They had prom Friday night, weekend trip to Galveston with some friends, and back today, sunburned and ready to go to school tomorrow. So he's got couple more weeks, then we have graduation, and that's our baby. That's our last one. So yeah, we've been doing a lot of preparation for that, and I apologize for my absence for that because, first of all, family comes first. We got YouTube family, we got family. Danny has been able to line up some guests, and I really appreciate that more than you would know, just especially when I had to do it last minute on you. So yeah, with that being said, this is a Reseller's Goal Show. My name's Keith, K&D Flips. My goals have been at least 3 to 5 a day listings because I am a part-time reseller. Last week or this past week, I did 8 one day. I think it was Wednesday, and I did 16 Saturday. We did have family in this week, so it was difficult to take pictures and do this, that, the other without becoming a hermit and sitting in the corner somewhere. So I'm at 24 listings for the week. I've had probably, I'd say at least 18 to 20 sales. I can see myself over on the YouTube screen freezing up, so I do apologize for that. On StreamYard, it's coming in just perfectly clear. Goals again this week, 3 to 5 a day. Obviously, if I can get 35 in 7 days, that would be great, because that does kick up my sales. I've noticed if I list 5, 6, 7 things a day, all of a sudden I get 3 sales that night, and I mean that's cool. And I know you've been doing a lot of big buys. You and I haven't talked too much other than on Instagram or Facebook chat or whatever. So how is that going? Do you have room other than what we see on your screen right there? Or do you just have like piles and piles of boxes and merchandise where you can't move as you move out of screen? There he is.
I got millions of items.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to take a road trip this summer and come shop.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that one weekend. I'm gonna leave early, like on a Friday, and I'll show up at your place Saturday morning. So have breakfast ready.
Oh yeah.
I'll let you know when.
And the dancers.
Right.
I'll have the grill ready for you.
There you go. All right, yeah. So let me just catch up again real quick. I'm sorry, I talked. So let's let Danny talk. What were your this last week? How did your goal thing go? And this coming week, what you got planned?
I gave up on my goals last week. I did list. I think I did list like 5 or 6 things, but the previous weekend I bought that house and all the contents, and didn't have any help. So it was raining on Saturday. So I ended up getting sick. I was sick all last week, in and out. And then Friday, I started feeling good. Saturday and Sunday, fantastic. Today was awesome too. So, but my goals for this week, actually tomorrow is to list 50, because today I had something, personal issues going. And then Wednesday, I got more doctors and that personal crap going. So I'm thinking if I do 50 tomorrow, that'll kind of make up for the 3 days. And then I want to try to do at least 20 on Thursday and Friday. So need to pick it up, because I did run a sale, which helped. I think I sold 18 things last week. So not too bad for not listing anything, really. And I really have been doing part-timing it, because I've been trying to fill the shop up. So when Sarah comes, I won't feel like I'm going to run out.
We're going to see some listing shows, right? When Sarah, when y'all are teaming up, it's just going to be list. Hey, watch us list.
Well, no. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, she'll be doing like clothes and her stuff, and then she's going to actually help my end on Tuesday and Thursdays. So then I can hopefully get caught up in like 8 years, and then I'm going to start when she's doing the listing on my days with me. Then I can like check electronics, spend the day making videos. So I think what I'm going to do is when she does help, I'm going to spend the Tuesdays and Thursdays for like half. Like we haven't figured it out yet, but it's neither going to be like when I first come in until lunch, I'll do YouTube, and then or after lunch till we go home, I'll do YouTube. So I'm just going to do it based on those 2 days, because, as you know, YouTube does take a lot of time, and our money's not coming from YouTube. That's just basically a fun thing for us. So
right, that's some pop money, some soda money, some bubblegum money.
Yeah, and don't be like Danny, because they'll send you a card with this special pen, so you can get your checking account and everything ready, so you get it. So I lost it, of course, go figure.
Yeah.
It's in the shop, I guarantee you that. So I had to reorder it, which I did. I'm not into that technology, so Sarah had to do it. So I'm not even having any commercials right now, because they're mad at me for not pushing it.
Oh, wow.
So as soon as it comes back, then I actually have a paycheck waiting. So it's not too bad. $65 big dollars. Woohoo! But we did get some stickers. And
I see those stickers. You got the 3x3s, right?
Yeah, they're huge.
I'm looking at the 2x2s, but we'll see. I've looked at so many sites for hats and stickers. I need a hat to fit this orange that I have here on this potato. I have an orange on a potato, so I need a hat that fits the orange. So I need like a 7 7/8 or 8. And I've looked at all the big guys. I really like the Richardson hat site, but most of their hats go to 7 3/4, which is close, but maybe if I lost some weight, my head would shrink. I don't know. I have so much knowledge, though. My head expands.
Now I have Velcro and this now.
Hook and loop. You can't say Velcro. It's hook and loop.
They can kiss mine.
Yeah. So let's play 30 minutes or 30 seconds of a song real quick, so we can get a what do they call that? Copyright infringement.
Copyright, yeah.
There you go. Play 29 seconds of a song, and then we'll save Velcro all throughout that 29 seconds.
I got a video that's been on for like 6 months and then got a copyright claim, and it was me singing. It's been so.
And see, I don't see that because I mean, like say Bobby, I don't know, he might be in here later. The cat guy, JT, he does all those songs. They change the lyrics. It's the same, same melody. While that he just changed the lyrics, which I do that anyway. I do that with just regular songs in the car. I rarely sing the actual lyrics. I just kind of make up my own lyrics, unless it's a song I just really like a
Cajun Roots Reseller. So I don't have to type this. Yeah, I would do your show.
Yeah,
on the 28th.
Danny can slide in. I can't. I have a day job, so 5:45 Central Time. I'm here at the computer up until about 4 p.m.ish. Just depends. I'm in the transportation business, so it never ends. We're all freezing and buffering now, so hopefully you guys can hear us. Cajun Roots Reseller, I do appreciate it. I was on your channel a few days ago, and the pump up thing where everybody subs to everybody else, I did gain about 7 or 8 from that, and I do appreciate that. I'm still just shy of 200. I want to say I'm around 193, I think. If I can quit reading. And Danny is around 1,800, maybe just over 1,800. So with a bigger channel like that and a little more exposure, we should be able to get him to 2K before the end of May for sure, right?
I hope so. I love it.
Thank you, Thrifty Junker.
Because
so there's Cajun Roots, Jeff, if you want to get down for the 28th for Danny. If you have a weekend show, I might be able to pop on if I'm not sourcing, or a weeknight show. But I'm trying to get back on the schedule with my 8 at 8. Thank you so much, Thrifty Junker. I appreciate that. I have been subbed to you for a while. I need to catch up on some of your newer ones.
I'm bad at that.
I've oversubbed to some people. I need to go through and clean out. I like to keep it around 100 just to see, the people that I like to watch and whatnot, and gain some knowledge from.
Yeah,
please hit the like button. Thank you.
On the 15th, I'll be on Philly Flippers.
Man, he blew up. He did that 500 giveaway. He was already at 1,600 or 1,800 subs. Because after he hit 500, he just went.
I was going to say last time, I know he just hit his 1,000, but then when they did that 24 hours,
yeah,
really, yeah, I was going to say I know
when he did the 500 giveaway, which thank you, Philly Flipper. I actually won a shirt, and I was like, "Hey, I'm a big boy. I hope you got some big boy shirts." He's like, "Yeah, we go to 4X." So I said, "Okay, I need a 3X." Hopefully that'll work. We'll see. If nothing else, since you can only see from here down, I'll wear it to where you can see the logo, but not my gut. So I will promise you that. Paul, right? Paul the Philly Flipper?
Yeah.
I got to get all these people's names straight because I like the screen names. Everybody's pretty creative with their screen names, and I have to get to know their real names if it's not in their screen name.
Exactly.
Dina, thank you so much. I apologize for that. I don't mind shouting out screen names because that's how people are going to find you anyway. But yeah, when we're in a chat or a live video like this, it's nice to kind of know everybody's name and call them out. Thank you so much, Dina.
Yeah, yeah. I was on her channel last night and met some good people. It was fun, a lot of fun. So
that's cool. That's what I love about this, and I really missed it these last few weeks that I haven't been able to be on. I did have to cancel my 8 at 8 last week. I was supposed to have with Reseller'S Mary Ellen, a nice lady from New Jersey who really knows a lot about fashion. I did reschedule her for next week since I had to take the entire last week off basically. And then I already have this week scheduled with Marcie, Frugal Peanut Reseller. So she would be on this Wednesday, 8 at 8 Central. And then on that show, I'll announce when we're going to have Reseller'S Mary Ellen on, because I think Wednesdays are booked for her. So we're going to have her on a Tuesday or a Thursday. And then I will start scheduling some more people. I have emails upon emails that I'd sent out, and pretty much everybody that's responded has said yes, I would love to be on. So
wait till
I think I'm good for the summer. I mean, I might squeeze you in there somewhere, Danny, and especially once you get to 2K, we got to squeeze you in there.
Right.
But I'm gonna have to go to 2 a week, like doing it a Tuesday, Thursday, or a Tuesday, Wednesday, or a Wednesday, Thursday. I don't like interfering on other people's shows, especially the ones that I like to watch. Angie and Bobby on Wednesday nights, and then Thursday night I like to watch Chuck and Nate. So we'll see how it goes. Let's see, Cajun Roots Reseller. What we got? Thinking of Cheap Finds, Gold Mines. Yes, they did the 500 sub thing and went way over. Yeah, they did the 24-hour deal, I believe, right? That was awesome. I did pop in on that. I think Jen was on. No, she was on. She actually commented. She was on like at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning with them, and I popped on at my 5:45 or 5:50 in the morning, and Jen was still in the chat, and I think they had Victoria on Adventures with Victoria, which I had her on one of my first 8 at 8s. So yeah, that was a neat deal. I don't know if I could do that anymore. I used to do some 24-hour marathons when I was in high school. We used to do fundraisers. I don't know about you. Can you stay up for 24 hours without aid of Red Bull or coffee or whatever else?
As long as I don't take this night pill. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah. You can't do anything like that. I'd do something like that at night too. But yeah, if I was doing a 24-hour show, there's no way in hell I'd take that. Otherwise, you'd see me laying down sleeping.
I definitely couldn't lay down or sit down all the time.
Yeah. Just do a lay down show. Let's just do the couch show. We set our couch goals as we go horizontal.
That or just
goal this week is to get sleep.
Yeah. I hate getting out of bed. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy once you're out of it. Man.
That's like Jim Gaffigan. Yeah, he's a pretty well-known comedian. And he's like, when you get up in the morning, that's really the best you're going to feel all day. It's like, I can't wait to get back to bed. Why did I wake up? I want to go back to sleep. That's the best I've felt all day. Why am I awake? And then for us older folks, if you remember Dean Martin, notorious comedian and drinker and part of the Rat Pack, as much as he drank, he said, I feel sorry for people that don't drink, and I'm not promoting alcoholism or anything like that, but he said, I feel sorry for people that don't drink, because when you wake up in the morning, that's the best you're going to feel all day. As somebody that does drink, yes, I'm going to wake up with a headache, but you know what? I'm going to feel better later on that day because he's going to get back into a bottle or something.
Exactly. Yeah, I think on the 15th, Jen is actually going to be on Philly Flipper at the beginning, and then I'll be on at the end. So me and Jen will both be on that show. So yeah, I got some good stuff coming, that way. And I'm going to have NC Flipper, NC Picker. We're going to do a live together too. This might be end of this week or on the weekend, whenever he's got availability. And I really love his shows. I never like, watching people go garage selling. That I'm not into, but I love it when he's like, he just walks around his shop picking orders and talking. And that's just so interesting to me. And I just love that because it's like, it's his thought on things. And, well, I bought this when I did this. And you kind of like, okay, because, he sells a lot of stuff sometimes that a lot of us would say, is it really worth selling records for $4 and $5? But then, every so often he's got one that sells for like 80, and I think he sold one for a couple $100. So then I'm like, well, I get it. Now you got to take your chances to hit big.
Sorry, I just had to lean forward. I don't know if you guys can hear, but in the background there's somebody mowing. And usually all the mowing goes on in the mornings when I'm trying to make a video. And
We got a troll.
There's actually a neighbor across the street mowing the yard of a house that is in the process of being sold. So I guess he volunteered to mow.
We got a troll.
I can see me frozen on YouTube, but I'm still going on StreamYard. So,
did you hear me?
What's that?
We got a troll in the comments.
Okay.
I don't know how to knock it out.
There's a lot of mods, so we should be able to knock him out. Is it the cyan or CN?
Yeah. Is it bad to eat poop? My poop is so long.
See ya. Thank you, though. We really appreciate you. If you'd hit the thumbs up on the way out after I blocked you, I'd appreciate that.
When I did it with Philly Flipper, I was like, hey, anybody want to jump on? We had so many of those trolls, and it ended up being like 10 thumbs down, and it was all by the same person. It's like he just kept making different accounts and stuff, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Well, I think that's the first on one of my lives for a troll.
Thank you, Dina.
Unless I had somebody catch one before. But yeah, a lot of times, especially if I'm hosting one, it's hard for me to look over the chat, which I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep up with it. I'm trying to get better at that. Even though I haven't had a whole lot of experience since I've missed so many shows lately. But
yeah, I like the shows because being on Dina's, it's like I gained some subscribers. I think before I came on here, I was at 1810, so I've gained 10 since last night. So
you made it if you've had trolls. Yeah.
Well,
if I could only go to the bank with that, that would be great.
Tommy, he was knocking them all down. I haven't seen Tommy for a while.
Oh, Tommy Bernard.
Yeah,
man, if you watch their show, they're right on top of it.
Yeah, I like his show.
Him and his moderators, they're right on top of all those fools that try to sneak in. But yeah, like Dina said, you've made it once you got trolls, right?
Yeah.
So.
Hello, Carol's Chaos.
Yeah, Carol's Chaos. Appreciate that. I like your avatar there with all the little glittering stars in the background.
Pretty neat. Yeah, I just big things. I'm gonna try to. I kind of wanted to do like a Thursday night. That's what's up, and have the 15 questions. But it seems like everybody's doing it now, so now it's kind of
I know, especially that Keith guy on Wednesday with his 8 at 8. He just saturated the market.
Right. It's his fault. They blame him. Yeah.
When I started that, Bobby, he was like, I was going to do that. And then all of a sudden Keith jumped on that. I think he heard it or heard me say it or something, which I didn't. The number 8 is just a number that runs in my family, and it's kind of our lucky number. And there I go buffering again. But so yeah, I just said 8 at 8. And then I picked Wednesday because I figured I could get in and out and not block too many other channels that were doing live. So,
right.
But it'd also be Tuesdays and Wednesdays, or Tuesdays and Thursdays, just depending. The only nights I can't do it is Monday, obviously, because we do this show, and Friday because I never know what we're doing socially, especially with the end of the year with my son's school. There's usually a gathering or a performance or a something.
What I was thinking about doing, and we'll just discuss this in front with everybody. I'd say the first, like my first live here, so what's of the month, which actually would be next week, I'll have somebody on my show with us as a guest. Like we'll do our stuff, and then we'll have a special guest, and then at the end of the month, which would be the next week, you would do the same, and then this way, like the first and last Monday will just be us, and then the second and third week we'll have somebody in. What do you think?
Yeah, no, that would be cool. And even like what she just said right here. Of course, I'm older. You're about 10 years younger than I am. But 80s, 90s trivia, that would be great. I know there's a few other people that do some trivia shows, but even if we just threw a question in here and there, I have more useless knowledge in my head. I wanted so bad to watch Bobby and Angie's show. I think it was last week, the week before, where they did trivia, and I see I'm getting kind of blurry again. That's not me. That's just the picture. But yeah, so sometimes I just have to get that out. So I'll watch some trivia shows or play some trivia.
Got another troll.
Have a guest on and throw some questions at him, which I think we kind of discussed that prior to starting this show, where we could start having some guests in. I think we have a little lineup here and there, and I know you've talked to people. I've talked to people. Question. Matthew Hazard has a question, so let's see if he'll follow up with that.
Hopefully it's not a troll. It's going to be about how big.
I'll just say, do you know Matthew Hazard? I do not know Matthew Hazard. I'm so kind. Well, I can be. Maybe wrong on what? I don't know. Chino's here. Hey.
Oh, there he is again.
There's our driver. We're in the passenger seat. There's our driver. Gino's here.
Kane back.
Cyan is back up again, so we'll block him.
Oh, there you go. I was going to say, because you did last time you said he was just muted for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, and he had like a different avatar when he popped up that time for some reason. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, trolls. We really appreciate it. We'd really appreciate the trolls if they would hit the thumbs up and if they'd also go and sub to Danny so we can get him over 2K.
There's Angie.
There's Angie. Okay, let's stop right now.
Let's talk about this lady right here.
Right here.
Just hit that 1K. Right.
Look at that picture. She's smiling. She should be smiling ear to ear to ear to ear. She just hit 1K this last week, and that is so awesome. If I had confetti, I'd throw it up. Does that make sense? Throw it up.
We'll just there. It's coming down.
We'll just give her jazz hands. How about that? Hey, Angie. 1,000. Appreciate that. That 1K. That is awesome.
Now she is doing a giveaway of a Rolo printer. So if you're not subscribed to her, go check her out.
Yes.
Gino,
go check her channel out. If you're not subbed to her, find her. Obviously, if you are somebody that loves her content, that would be great if one of those people could win the Rolo.
Especially me, because I already got two.
Yeah.
I got two. I just need one more. I love the Rolo.
Blurry. You're not. I don't know if you're seeing that.
What's that?
I said I'm blurry on StreamYard, but you're not.
You've been froze up on my side the whole time, but
that's awesome.
But your voice is perfect. So that's which is Jen.
Thank you very much.
Jen made that.
I appreciate that. Thank you for joining us on Reseller's Goals. Since I'm in the background, I'll just talk.
Here we'll be brothers. Now you can't see me either. I'm frozen in time.
There you go. Dina is congratulating Angie. Cajun Roots. Okay, did the troll sleep in again or sneak in again? There you go, Angie. Yeah, no problem. I mean, we've all learned a lot from you and Bobby and all the people that your Saturday Night Lives, your listing shows, your auction shows with Jen and some others. So
that's right, Gino.
Yeah. Just everybody saying hi. Oh, there's Bobby. You can say Rolo, I think.
I love those Rolo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Funny how they came up with that name. They probably were eating them.
Yeah. So there's Bobby. There's Bobby. We got to get him to 1,000 too. He's lagging a little bit behind. Him and Angie had a little competition to see who could get to 1,000 first, and Angie,
Where's he
bump
at?
up there real quick. I want to say Bobby's around 860 or so. So yeah, if you guys want to go check out somebody that knows a lot about hats and a lot about video games and a lot of other stuff, check out that guy right there, the Cap Guy and JT. I got to catch up with the chat here. I'm sorry, guys. We've already discussed our goals. So yeah, anything that you guys want to talk about, let us know. As Danny mentioned earlier, he is getting close to 2K. He is getting close to having his significant other in that big old warehouse with him.
And I have it filled up.
Listing fools.
Yep, 863.
Okay.
We need to get him up there. We're gonna pump it up.
Yeah, let's get Bobby up there. I mean, I'm probably not the best channel to be promoting people. I'm under 200. I think I'm at 193. Yeah. So you get 2K and 1K people, and even 800 people. You guys are ahead of me. But I appreciate everybody that has joined us this evening thus far. We're actually in double digits. We got 12 watching right now. If you guys could hit the thumbs up while you're here, that kind of helps out with the algorithm a little bit. We're on Danny's channel. We obviously get a lot of followers chiming in when we're on my channel. You know, we try to pump it up a little bit, but not everybody knows who I am because I have a day job and I'm just a part-timer. But hey, I try to put out some content that you guys might enjoy because it's content that I like to watch from other resellers.
Manga books.
Hi, Chandra. Hey, Ken, thanks for coming in. I did sub to her earlier this week on Cajun Roots. Pump It Up show, or I don't know what he calls it, but everybody gets on and subs to everybody, and that was really cool. I gained about 7 or 8 just from his show. Hey, Raiders for Life. Appreciate you being here. Carol's Chaos trying to break 100. Let's get Carol to 100.
Let's get Keith to 200. He's so close.
Let's get everybody up. Okay, let me try to catch up with these messages, and then we'll talk to everybody else. Johnny should be at 1,000. Okay. Chandra. Okay.
Oh, she's watching.
Dina's watching Chandra.
Crazy lady over here.
Yeah. So everybody just saying thanks. Hey, Chandra. Brook Life. Hello.
Hello.
Bobby. Gino needs a cap. He's already got one that says Gino on it right there. If you see, you can't see my arrow over there, but yeah.
He just needs a fines.
We need to get Gino a three-stripe hat that has Gino on it. Carol saying hi to Chandra. Chandra saying hi to Dina. Bobby is hook 'em horns. That is the morning coffee with Cajun. Probably coffee with Cajun. Seemed like I don't know if I caught it on a weekday because I normally can't catch stuff like that live on the weekdays. But Chandra's saying, "Hey Johnny, thrifty junker, like wacky." Yeah, I just had something go off there. What we get? Wasn't a sale. Just somebody commenting on something. Oh, all right. There you go, Carol. You got another sub. I only have 1,500. It's not subs. That must be hats. There you go. Hey, yeah, you guys throw in your links, especially if you're a mod. If I haven't made you a mod, I will. I apologize. Let me get back to that. It's been so long since I've had to host my own live on our Reseller'S Goals show that I kind of forget some of the moderator stuff here. So yeah, let me get you guys in here. If you're not a moderator and you're a regular viewer, please let me know. I will add you, and you can drop your link in there, and let's pump everybody up. What is also part of our goals on this Reseller Goals show is to help others out. That's the way Danny and I both have kind of come up. Of course, Danny started a little bit before I did, but we have both gained a lot of subs and knowledge from other resellers. I'm sorry I'm talking so much, Danny. Go ahead. I'm going to start adding moderators here.
Just Raiders for Life. Yo, I'm the troll. I'm just messing around. I have like 30 accounts. I subbed on every single one. And I was just trying to be funny. Thanks for being cool about it. Oh, no problem.
Do you know him? Have you seen him before? I mean, if he's got 30 accounts, whatever.
Yeah, we know one of the 30 probably. No.
Uh,
Yeah, subscribe to all of them.
Yep.
Boy, that would be busy.
Put
Making
all
30.
30 channels out there. Yeah. I got enough with one. I don't need more than that. And I've got like 5 emails that I deal with between business and other stuff. So
I wonder if you can use the same email and same password to make that many, or if they
I
all
don't
have.
think so. No, I don't think so.
That's
All right. I
great.
think I've added most people. Carol's Chaos, comment real quick. Just let me see if I seem like I tried to add you 3 times and I haven't added you yet. So
Can somebody put my link on there and Keith's as well, if you don't
do
mind?
you have your link? Well, if you're
I
on
don't,
my channel, you
because
should have my link.
when I had mine, when I had both up, it was echoing, so I'm just staying on the StreamYard.
There you go, Carol. All right, so you're a moderator now too. Yeah, all you guys drop your links in there. Feel free to promote your channel. Hopefully it's reseller related. I had thought about adding another channel. I think I spoke to you about that before. I do love to barbecue and cook and whatnot. I just don't know if I can keep up with that and keep up with this and source and list. So I kind of threw in a little brisket a few weeks back on one of my videos that I had smoked. And my brother contacted me last night. He cooked for a bunch of people at his house. He was like, "Man, we need to open a barbecue restaurant." I'm like, "Nah." I said, "When it's something you love so much and then you make it your business, you may not love it so much." So
Thank you, Johnny.
I don't know that I'd ever want to open up a barbecue restaurant because I might learn to hate it, and I would hate for that to happen.
Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to start the Diamond Dallas Page yoga, and I was really contemplating on starting a whole nother account.
Yeah.
But then I got to thinking is, I'm not going to be like putting out videos like I do on the reselling. So, a lot of us aren't in the perfect shape, and just the bending over and walking sometimes puts us all out of breath. So, that actually does pertain to reselling in ways. And plus, if it's something somebody, you don't have to watch that video.
This clicking is really, it's bothering me. My fingers like getting sore. What can I do for that? Actually, one of the companies I worked for prior, one of the ladies was trying to get me into doing yoga just because we were on the same age. I mean, we don't live in the same area. They were out in North Carolina, and we were in the same business. I was working for them, actually. And she's like, "Yeah, for 30 minutes before I turn on my computer or whatever, I do this, this, and this." She linked a couple of videos to me, and I never did it. And I've always wanted to do it because I know a couple of friends that are heavy set, kind of like I am, that have started yoga. And yes, it's very difficult in the beginning. But once you get that flexibility, they say it just kind of, you're able to move a lot easier, and actually the pounds kind of start coming off. So, oh, wait a minute. Who we got here? Okay, Carol's Chaos is one away from 100.
I'm going to get it right now.
Okay, get on there.
Carol Chaos.
I haven't been able to pull hers up real quick, but yeah, get her up to 100.
I got her. Oh, no, I got it wrong.
That's very true, Book Life Thrift. And I don't know if you got your name before or not.
Carol's.
If you're comfortable posting your name, post your name out there. If not, Broke Life Thrift is cool, and your logo is cool. And I'm going to steal it. So.
Oh, she's got 101 now.
Oh, there you go.
She's up there. Be the girl.
Get a round of applause for Carol.
Confetti.
She's over 100. Let's check with her tomorrow and see if she's still at 100, because that's the way it goes. You get to a certain plateau, and then all of a sudden, damn it, I'm down at 97. That is awesome. Oh, look at that. Oh, like Snoopy dance. There you go. They got L Peanuts do the Snoopy dance, or what's the other guy that did the shoulder thing? Back and forth like that.
Yeah, they'll be like, Parker hates it when I do that.
Oh, man. I'm so far behind on chat. I'm trying to catch up here.
Keith is 4 away from 200.
What?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I got to refresh or something here. What the hell?
He said the L word. No.
Oh, 196. Yeah, thank y'all. Whoever's doing that, thank you very much. This is not really a pump it up sub show, but we'll take it where we can get it, and we'll offer it out to other followers as well, because the reseller community is what it is. It's very supportive. We're supportive of each other. We applaud each other when we get to certain plateaus, and that's what's awesome about this. Along with spreading knowledge, like these live shows are just kind of for that, where you can get to know some of these people. If you actually sub to these people and you go watch some of their videos, you're going to learn something.
You're going to get to know them as well.
Exactly. Not everybody likes everybody else's personality. There's probably people that really could care less about a fat guy that's got dry, sarcastic humor, but there are a few that probably do. And right now, 196 of them do. So that's cool.
Oh, he's got 196.
My name is Kathy. My husband, Ray, and I run Broke Life. That is awesome, Kathy. Kathy and Ray run Broke Life. Whichever one of you designed that logo, I want you to design my logo, because I'm about to change it, because I'm about to get some stickers and some hats. So tell me where you got your logo. I don't have a cool logo like Pickle Resellers where I can make a P into an R.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
There you go. Show the merch. Don't show that snapback or that hook and loop.
Yeah, I'm into these hats for $15. If anybody wants them, they're $20 because 5 for shipping. I make nothing. I will be donating the whole $20 to our local food bank.
Right there. Yep.
I really
said that many times, and I'm sorry I'm butting in, but yeah, listen. He's donating to food banks just for his hat.
Yeah, anything, and then whoever buys hats we'll get a couple of these. I did, Angie. I did it myself. I actually, when I went there to pick up my Pickle Resellers stickers, somebody had a hat and it was sitting, and it was just basically their sticker was just the same way, and I was like, "Oh, can you do that to my hat?"
I'm sorry, I'm Chandra. If each one of my personalities could sub, you would all be at 10,000 K. Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, I probably got a dozen personalities myself, but if you got 10K, man, more power to you. Hopefully, all 10K are paying rent, or your house note, or your mortgage, or your car note, or whatever.
Johnny said, Danny, do you have those on your channel? How you can merch? I am working again with Tom from Retro Obsess. He's going to actually help set that up because I don't know how to. But in my email, if you just want to, I can take PayPal and then I can send it to
there we go.
To you if you just want to send me like an email or whatnot.
Yeah, some of your videos, I think you do have like an email posted, but you're also on Instagram.
Most of down in the links or whatever has my email and my Instagram. So yeah, just go to one of those and hit me up that way. But I don't have the Teespring that shows you everything you have. But
yeah, I've looked into that and I know others do it, but I don't know.
Well, I'll be honest with you.
Maybe if I get big time, but no, I think I don't know. I'm one of those control freak people where I would rather know what I'm sending out other than just kind of drop shipping something from somebody. Like you ordered your hats. They're there at your warehouse.
Yeah, I have.
That's the thing I would want to do here. I would want to have my hats here in my office or in my garage or wherever, knowing that whatever I'm sending out looks like it does. And when it gets to the customer, hopefully it looks the same way. I don't want to drop ship from somebody, but I understand drop shippers have their place. I just don't prefer to use them. So
here's my thing on that. Parker, John, Cincinnati Picker, besties. Yep. John had ordered him a T-shirt and it came, and within a month and a half, it's all flaking off. So I personally would not want to use it because and it's not like Parker is rough on his shirts. It's not like we washed it every day. I just really, for the amount that it costs for a T-shirt, the quality is horrible. I mean, that's because I see the shirt. But I mean, yes, it comes looking great, but it just doesn't stick very good. And I don't know if you all can see, but I even got it on my shirt too.
Oh, here, let me get that. I'm sorry. Sorry, Cajun Roots. Let me get your logo. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a polo? Okay, so you got a polo. Oh, that's cool.
Sarah found this at our quarter auction for 50 cents. So she's like, hey, take this in there because we really want to wear it. My daughter's supposed to come to work. She doesn't really have that work ethic. So we want to I'm going to make her buy and wear a hat and shirts. So I just had them do this. They charge $7.50 to put it's embroidered. So it's really nice. And so now when we go to thrift shops and stuff, we're looking for plain collar shirts, polos. And eventually, if anybody wants one of them embroidered, it'll be whatever the t-shirt plus, the $7.50. But we will look for t-shirts for anybody. You just have to tell us sizes because I don't want to have that stuff. But then we're going to make a section and have people come to the shop and visit. And we want to have a bunch of different merch, just as something fun for Parker because Parker's really lost interest because when we got monetized, he lost all of his Lego videos and he's not allowed to talk. He has to be muted. He can't comment. So I thought if we made a little store and a little thing, and then when people want to come and schedule that, I can have Parker here, and I'm just hoping it'll re-exciting because he's the reason why I did it. And I hate seeing my YouTube numbers or my subscribers up and then down and up and down. And Keith can verify because the other day I say a message. I said, hey, I think I'm about done on YouTube.
They started putting out a video every day, sometimes two.
It's just getting overwhelming. And then I forgot the thing. And it's every time I'm supposed to get money, to help because I'm trying to do everything I can to make Parker excited again. And it's just not working. So I was kind of feeling defeated and it's dang it. And then, he loves the hat. He's wearing it and telling everybody. So it's I thought that would work. And it's just been horrible. But then with Sarah coming and stuff, and I was finally able to tell everybody. So I didn't feel bad for everybody sending me messages well, if you list your shit, you'd be selling a lot. And it's well, I didn't want to tell anybody. I didn't really want to let the secret out until we knew for sure we could do it. So.
Yeah. So hey, I wanted to go back up to Cajun Roots real quick. He said he has a Printful, or he uses Printful. It has an affiliate link to control all of his items of merch. I've actually got a cart order that I have not placed just yet or paid for, just to get a couple of sample hats. I would rather do that before ordering 12 or 24 or 48 or some of these places that have minimums. They're a little ridiculous on their minimums. I've actually got somebody that can put the logos on. It's just a matter of getting the blank hat. And I'm so picky on hats, otherwise I'd be wearing a hat every show just like you do. I've got a closet full of hats. They all fit, but they're for different occasions, whether it's our high school or Astros, Texans, whatever. I ain't wearing no damn Texan stuff right now, I can tell you that much.
Right.
But yeah, so yeah, I can't go into our local sporting goods store or Walmart or whatever and pick up a hat and put it on my head unless I want to look like I'm wearing a beanie. Because I wear a size 8 and I don't wear many fitted hats. The flex fits do work as long as they're large, extra large. I get those 3930s or the 5950s if they're large, extra large. The flex fits.
Yeah.
Snapbacks I used to wear a lot, but snapbacks obviously wear out a lot quicker to me, at least in my experience, when I was still over the road.
So you could probably wear 7 5/8 then.
If I can get some poundage off, yeah.
Really?
But, look.
Right
see, my head is taking up this whole screen.
My head looks bigger than yours.
You got a lot of background, so yeah, I got my sheet close, so yeah.
Wait, I'm up there.
Size 8. Huh? Yeah, there you go. I'm a Macy's Thanksgiving parade float head. This is Keith hovering towards you, and I'm sure nobody can see because I can see over on YouTube where it's buffering. So, hey, there's sarcastic storage stacker.
Oh, I gotta watch his. It said he has
peppers.
Hot. Yeah, hot pepper or something today. I didn't.
I want to get my son. Yeah, I gotta get. Like I said, my son just got back today from his little weekend prom trip. He loves all that hot stuff like that. So I got to get him starting to watch this guy. And there's a wing place that has been around for about a year down the road from us. It's called Wing Nuts, and they now have a ghost pepper wing challenge.
Oh, crazy!
So my son did do the hottest at Buffalo Wild Wings, which I think those are nationwide. So he did the hot challenge there. 10 minutes to eat 10 wings or 12 wings or whatever at their hottest. He finished like in 3 minutes and 14 seconds. So he got his T-shirt and whatever else they gave him, plus burnt lips and burnt tongue and burnt the next day.
Broke Life. What was her name?
Broke Life Thrift. This was Karen or Kathy?
Yeah.
I have to go back up now. Oh, got it. I'm sorry, Broke Life. Kathy.
The Teespring shirt is what John uses, and it did not stay very long.
Yeah.
I mean, it flaked off. Like if he wears it now, it's like he's like, Dad, this looks horrible. And I was like, yeah, don't wear it because I don't want you to be trying to advertise John and Cincinnati Picker with a shirt look like that. We sent a picture to him and stuff, but he didn't. I don't know if he realized what I was trying to say. I didn't want to say anything to be rude because he gave it to Parker, but I just wanted him to see the quality that the shirts were coming out.
Thanks, Bobby. Yeah, that's very true. Guys with big heads, big hands, big feet.
Yeah, that's all they.
That's it. I can't go any. There's nothing else. Multiple chins. I have multiple chins.
That's why I have a beard so nobody can see it.
I can't grow a beard, so I got more chins. More chins than a Chinese phone book.
Oh, I guess now's better than ever. Somebody reached out to me. When Lonnie and Old School Picker, which she hasn't been on one. So Old School Picker, if anybody is subscribed to him, comment on one of his videos.
Jimmy, right? Or old school? No, you said Old School Picker or Old School Flips?
Old School Picker. Chris.
Okay, Chris. Okay.
Yeah, he's they move. They're in the process of trying to move, selling their house and stuff. So he hasn't been on for a little over a month. But anyway, everybody was buying makeup and doing really good. Well, this guy messaged me today, and he bought, and it's Target makeup, and he says it's all like $20 is what they sell for online, and he's talking about like $2 to $3 a piece if I buy them. Which obviously, if I buy them, I'm not going to be in it that much either. So, be definitely a way to. I'm going to try to get a video of that and try to get it down a lot to where I'm in it maybe $1 a piece, because it's going to be like a skid. It's going to be like thousands of them.
Yeah. And
then I have a guy that has. I know you guys can let me know if this is going to be worth it or not. But somebody has over 100 Boyd's Bear Ryzen figures.
Boyd's Bears. I just sold a Boyd's Bear not too long ago that I picked up at a estate sale. I think I picked it up for like 7 and sold it for 15. So basically just double.
Now I know a lot of the Boyd's Bears and stuff is kind of, plunket, not really worth a whole lot. But he said they're Ryzen, and now I looked at like collections of like 10, 15 with boxes, and they're supposed to all be in the boxes. But he said his wife had said one of them was worth, 1 or 2 was worth over 1,000 whenever she was collecting it, but they're all up in their storage. So they agreed to let me make a video and talk to him about it. So even if and he was like, well, what if we don't make a deal? I said, well, we'll just make it, and if it don't work, everybody's got to understand we don't get every deal we try to get.
Right.
So I said that'll actually be a better video probably than if I buy it, because Lord knows it'll just sit if I get it. So hopefully, but I'm thinking the makeup one's going to be like into the thousands deal. So please, seriously, guys, if anybody wants to donate money, I'm looking for a couple $1,000s to get this going. So I got those things coming up, and this should be in the very, very near future. Like I said, I had this skin tab that my seatbelt kept rubbing, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger. So
yeah,
I had to, Yeah, so I had to go have that procedure did today. So I was supposed to call him back, and then I forgot we had this going on. So I'm gonna call him in the morning, and hopefully get something figured out. He was supposed to send me pictures, so I haven't got pictures. And to be honest with you guys, if I get these two deals, I don't know where I'm gonna put them. I think I'll have to tell Sarah to keep working for an extra month or two. That's how full I've gotten.
Well, like I said beforehand, or I may have said it at the beginning of this show. If not, I said it before we went on air that, come June or so, I may be able to sneak up there on a weekend.
Oh man, that'd be nice, especially if you're.
I'll try to bring some cash with me. Do you take cash?
No.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
I'll bring my PayPal account then.
Yeah.
I got Monopoly money.
Yeah. Well, I have that too. We can all kinds of do stuff.
Exchange some Monopoly money. Better
make sure your garage is empty. And you don't bring a car. You better bring a truck.
No, I'll bring my truck. Yeah, I've got the 4-door and the back seat folds. Well, back seat folds up, and then I have that cargo deck. It goes down. So that's what I do on my weekends when I'm sourcing.
Yeah, that
my videos.
Thrifty Junker. She lives in Indiana, so we're kind of like neighbors. And her and another lady that I was on last night. I'm so bad. Her name's Andy.
Yeah,
I think it's Andy Resells is her account. She's got very little subscribers, but I subscribe to her, and they're supposed to be going to Dayton for for a meetup for them, and I'm 7 miles north of it, so I'm going to see if maybe they want to do they can do their meetup or whatever, and then I think that they might. I think they're going thrifting together and make a video, but then I offered them to come here too, so it'd be nice to do that, or even I'd be willing to go to Tip City, Vandalia, which is really close next to Dayton. It's just right now until I get this back surgery, it's really hard for me to do a bunch of traveling. That's why I'm trying to lose 35 pounds before the reseller.
I was gonna say that's after the reseller rally, right? Your surgery.
Yeah, I'm just waiting now. This is week 5, and they said it'll take 8 to 12 weeks before they'll get me in there. So I'm hoping anytime. I'm hoping to know and been to the doctor before the reseller rally, and then this way I can be in the midst of planning it.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for the next year's reseller rally. I mean, I've been watching that reseller rally thing for going on 2 years now because it did get canceled last summer.
Yeah,
and I know they really put a lot of work into that, especially with John and Lonnie and Justin, RVA Flips, and I think Ryan and Pam from Thrift Mine. I think they all put in a lot of work to that reseller rally. Obviously, John is kind of in his backyard, so that's going to be exciting just to watch as an outsider reseller that have watched all these other resellers that are going to this thing.
Right.
That's going to be pretty neat. And then I look forward to next year, which that's going to blow up. I mean, if they have a reseller rally, it's going to have to be someplace big, a big city. It's not going to be a Cincinnati riverboat, unless they really want to make it exclusive and just have, 150 or a couple hundred people there.
Yeah. But I think now the boat that we that they actually traded for us, I think now they can be up to 700 people. So it'd be nice for the next year that we are able to be on that one.
Yeah.
And then they can do 400 or 500 more, add more. But I can't wait, and I'm really hoping to meet some different people, and people I don't know, and hopefully a lot of people that are on my channel won't know either, and then bring them on and collab with them and help grow channels and blow up.
Hey, just one quick question for Sarcastic Storage Stacker, and again, I apologize. I'm horrible with names. I know I've seen your name on other shows, but God damn it! Do you with your peppers? Do you grow most of your own, or are you sourcing them just from a farmer's market or neighbors or whatever? I mean, I used to have at the house I was at before this one. We lived there for 10 years, and I had jalapenos constantly. in our garden, and that was like the only thing that would ever take. We tried to grow tomatoes and bell peppers and cucumbers and all the good stuff for you, but the only thing that would ever really flourish were the jalapenos. And my mom has grown habaneros before. She don't use them that much, but just curious to see where you source your hot stuff from there, Sarcastic. Yeah, thanks, Johnny. Cajun Roots. Yeah, he said he was cutting out. Appreciate that. He's really got a good channel. My mom's side of the family is Cajun, so I understand whenever he talks what he's saying. Even though he's speaking English, I know he talks like that a lot. So I understand the Cajun. Good channel. Check him out.
Yeah.
Growing your own, buy out Walmart and Kroger every week on habaneros. Yep. I could see that. That's something I'll look into because I don't mind heat. But usually it's just, I'll throw like we went to down here, they're pretty prevalent. You can go to a taco stand. There's actually a taco truck in a little town just about 5 miles north from us that we went to either Friday night or Saturday night. And what it is, it's a food truck, but it's encased in a metal canopy. So that food truck ain't going nowhere. It is a restaurant in a parking lot, but it's open. It's just a taco shack. So we went and got some tacos, and I had what they call their toreados, which normally that's like a sauteed jalapeno whole. These were serranos, though, which serranos aren't quite as hot as jalapenos, but it's still good. I got a few barbacoa tacos, and I threw a serrano on each one of those, so that was pretty good. I know I just lost everybody that's north of Dallas at this point, so. But yeah, we have some good taco trucks down here. There you go, Cajun Roots Cooking Channel too. Yep.
I was
if I started a cooking channel, I'd be fatter than what I am now.
The funny thing is it's funny. It's just weird how many YouTuber on resellers have cooking channels as well.
Gotta eat, gotta eat. I'm gonna have a throwing away my garbage channel because every Monday and Thursday the garbage truck comes around. And I have to gather up all the garbage in the house. So we're gonna have K&D garbage. Although some of you probably think K&D Flips is garbage, but whatever. More power to you. I'm putting out what I like, so if you don't like it, too bad. Let's see. What do you say? Sarcastic. When I eat jalapenos, I cannot detect. I cannot detect the heat. Let me give it that. There you go. No, I can understand that. We go to. There's another Mexican restaurant, a sit-down restaurant that we go to, usually every Friday before the football games. Which again, my son's graduating this year, so we're not going to be frequenting it as often. But by order, like normally you sit down at a Mexican restaurant in Texas and other places too. They put down a bowl of chips and salsa. It's free, no charge, gratis. So we always ask for the habanero salsa, which is much better. And they serve it normally with the street tacos that they serve in the restaurant. But yeah, that's some heat. It's not, I mean, again, to him, to Sarcastic Storage, it's going to be a milder heat, but to the gringos that like the hotter stuff, it is pretty hot. There you go, Flipping Sports Guy. Hey, man, thanks for making it in.
Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, I think he just hit 500 subs too. I seen on seen that on Instagram.
Let's see what Sarcastic.
How close are you at Sarcastic to the 2,000? Because I think he's going for 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers.
I'd have to go back to over here to YouTube. And right now, if I mess with that, it's so frozen.
He'll probably tell us before I get there.
If I'm frozen, guys, I really apologize. I know Danny said he could hear me earlier when I was frozen, but I am hardwired tonight, and like every other live show, I've been hardwired. For some reason, the signal is just not as strong. So,
oh, he's at 1.99. He's 9 away. if you are not subscribed to him, he's going to eat some crazy spice. I can't remember what it's called.
9 subs away from 2K. Right there. So he knows his exact number. Yeah, they show like that 1.9 or 1.99 or whatever on the YouTube subs.
Yep, shows right there. Shoo-wee.
9 subs. There are 8 people watching now, with him being 1. So if the other 7 are not subbed to him yet, please go sub to Sarcastic Sword Stacker. You will not regret it.
It's some kind of a ghost pepper he's going to eat.
It's not the ghost pepper. It's I may be wrong. I'm sure he'll correct us.
Satan. Toe Satan.
Oh yeah, Toe Satan. That's right. Yeah,
he's crazy.
Yeah, we've heard of him. My son has talked about him, but
he needs to have me. He needs to collab with me when he does it, so I can laugh at him. It just makes me laugh when I see people do it because I've
watched. Yeah, if you've ever watched, have you watched any of that, like on Food Network or what's the other Travel Channel? I think they do some heat challenge things at restaurants there.
Yeah, the one I really like is actually on YouTube, which I unsubscribed to because they ain't putting it out. But they ask you the hot seat or something, and they have like actors and actresses on.
Yeah, with the wings.
Yeah, and I'm just like laughing like Shaq's like, "Oh, that's hot," and I'm just like,
yeah.
"Oh my god, no shit," like, what do you think? I couldn't do it.
2K Toe Satan. There you go. Will he see 2001 after eating it? Hopefully so. I think he's built up his iron constitution there, where he can handle that heat.
Especially if he eats that hot stuff every day.
I believe he's a little older than I am. I'm old, but
yeah, he's 63, 65.
A tad older than I am. So that's more power to you, buddy. I may have to do that. I mean, if I can't get this weight off, otherwise, the ways that I've tried to get it off, I may just start eating peppers on everything.
My question is, though, if you was eating hot peppers, do they eventually get to where they're not hot? They don't bother you, or will they?
Well, that's what he said. Like he said earlier, he said he doesn't even feel a jalapeno or taste a jalapeno anymore.
Really?
It's just like eating a bell pepper. Like if you've ever eaten a bell pepper or a Anaheim pepper or whatever, they're just very mild. Jalapenos, like the ones I used to grow in the garden at the other house we were at prior, each one would be a different level of heat, and I don't know why, because they're all pollinated by the same bees or whatever else is around there that's pollinating them. But you could pick 3 jalapenos off the same plant, and each one of them would have a different level of heat.
I'll be done. Maybe we'll have to do that if you come down. We'll do some kind of goofy challenge or something like that and laugh at me.
Chandra, Bobby, my mom saw me on Dina's show and enjoyed it so much. I told her, I don't know, Mom. Guess people are just fascinated by my ignorance. That's just it. There's something for everybody, Chandra, on YouTube. You're providing content. I'm providing content. Danny's providing content. Everybody else you see in the chat are providing some kind of content, except for Broke Life Thrift, and they need to get some content on there because that's a waste of a good logo. And I keep saying that.
I would do a
logo and
I'd do a challenge like of eating hot sauce from Taco Bell, and I'd probably get 50 unsubscribes because call me pansy. Like, really, that ain't hot.
I still need to send Dan. I had Art Vandelay, Dan, on an 8 at 8 a few weeks ago, and after the show, and when you're backstage kind of chatting again, he was talking about eating hot stuff, and I'm in Texas, and he's up in Indiana or whatever. He's like, we just don't get hot stuff up here. It's like paste pecani sauce and this, that, Tabasco, and that's about it. And I said, okay, I got you. Send me your address. I mean, we go down, we have a whole aisle of nothing but hot sauce at our grocery store, and it's a big Texas chain. So, yeah, I'm going to go grab a few bottles of hot sauce and send to him, at least the stuff that I like. I don't know that it's going to be, I don't know. He's probably going to think it's too hot, but we'll see.
Yeah, like Dan, he's a character for sure.
Yeah, and he's putting out more and more content. He's getting up there in numbers.
He's getting more. I think he's like believing in himself a little more.
Yeah, I think he's a lot more confident than what he was in the past, and he's self-deprecating like the rest of us are, where we kind of make fun of ourselves regardless. You do it within your video. I edit and then put my bloopers at the end when I have them. The quicker I try to put out a video, which I did the other day with the what sold video, the quicker I try to put it out, the better I do. If I try to pre-plan and
I think
then it just goes awry, and I mess up 20 times, and I'll try to get 4 or 5 bloopers out of the 20 times that I mess up.
Yeah, that's how I am. I'm just like, I'm just gonna be me. If I'm silly, dorky, whatever.
Hey, why don't you just stick your thumb up there? That kind of helps.
Have your mom go up there and tell you a story.
Yeah.
I'm in Pickaway. I could help you if you want to come over.
Whoever that was, he's gone for a little bit. Probably one of the guy's 30 personalities or whatever he had.
Personalities, yeah. Hey, as long as they're all subscribed.
That's right. Hit that thumbs up. Before you put your thumb where I told you to put it, go ahead and hit the thumbs up on your way out. Thanks.
People are stupid.
People are stupid. Sounds like a country song. People are stupid. What's the other one? The people are crazy. I don't know. I'm not up on the current country, but it's not even that current. People are crazy. Something, something, something. Drink a beer.
Yeah, I just enjoy the lives because there's no editing stuff. But now I was watching RVA Flips, and he did make it. And this was in the time that I told you. I was like, was on my. Should I just quit doing YouTube or whatever for a while? Somebody had asked him, hey, why do you not do your live? Because I guess he was doing an hour live in the mornings. I don't know if it was every day or what. I don't think I ever caught his live. But he said that it's not worth it because you don't get nothing. And his time's worth more. Now I got to thinking at first, like, that's true. I could actually get listed and stuff. But then it's like, I understand the money part, but the motivation part to me is you guys, honestly. Like, it makes me feel, and it's just to where, I'm a smaller channel. I get it, which is fine. Everybody starts from there. And I really think how you treat people and how you show people how you really truly are, and they see that and they can say, hey, he's not just trying to blow smoke up our butt, and he's this. And I really get a lot of people probably think that, like, I'm a hoarder or just don't really want to list. So now for me, it's the motivation to, like, show everybody, like, it's going to be like, yeah, I sold 18.
There's a method to the madness. You even said that there's a plan. Yeah. It didn't start out as a plan, but you have a plan with what you're doing. So
yeah, and then so instead of like 18 to 25 sales, it's going to be like, whoa. And my goal is to have it nice enough to where every day, like, like if I have 13 sales today, I'll walk and everybody can come with me while I do it, and then I'm just going to talk because we all know I talk. So, and then when I get enough for a video, that's when I'll cut that video. And so if it's every day, every other day that I get enough for a video, then I'll throw the video up. And then that's why it really draws me to NC Flipper, because that's what he does. And he's got a picker channel, which now I guess what he does is on his picker channel, it's all about the footage from garage sales and stuff. So, and then the other channel is him picking and talking. I personally love the picking and talking because it's like I said earlier, like, sometimes it's like a lot of people are so negative to your sales for, like, if you sell something for $5 to $8, that's your bread and butter. So if you're listing enough 50 up items and selling them, then, a bunch of $5, $8, $10 ones go. I mean, does everybody want to wrap their business around $5 and $8? No, but
right.
There's nothing wrong with it, because otherwise you're going to run out of stuff to sell, because
it's still bread and butter items. And then a lot of my stuff that I've had for a year or more, I run pretty much at 50%. So because at that point it's not an investment. If it's something that's below $10, I've had it for more than a year, I'm going to run it for 50% off, and I'll probably take $1 offer if somebody offers me $1 for it, just so I can get it out of here. Yeah, and I'll donate it to my local thrift store.
And you already did the work listing it. A lot of people are saying, I heard somebody say, I just take them off after a certain amount. Me? Why? It's free sitting there. It's not hurting anything.
It's like having email notifications. Like I can't stand having email notifications. I need to go look at them, clear them out. So I can't stand having stale inventory. I need to clear it out. It's not doing me any good unless it is something that's valuable. But if it's less than $10, that damn thing isn't valuable. I mean, you got to get it out. Get that $10 or that $5 back in your pocket. Go buy something that is valuable that will resell. But other people look at it differently. And I just want to pop back on Gino real quick, be honest with your watchers. I want to say he's one of the first guys that commented, like when I first started putting out videos, and I think I've seen him on yours too, and others, where he's like, don't point out your mistakes, don't be negative upon yourself or whatever like that. And I understand that. It's just a self-deprecating, sarcastic sense of humor that I have, that I'll do that. I'll make fun of myself, or like, hey, look at this sheet back here. It's moving because the ceiling fan is going up here. And I actually had to turn the ceiling fan down so it wasn't waving like a sail in the wind. I'm not going to necessarily point that out, but, I've pointed out the glare on my glasses. You're only seeing me from here up because from here down, I need a wider angle lens. But yeah, no, Gino's really good about that. He's like, hey man, just have fun with it,
And that's what I want. That's why, I really don't like to edit. I mean, I don't understand, or I don't know editing, but now I know how to cut stuff out. But I don't want to cut it out unless it's really like my zipper's down or something. Yeah, I obviously don't want that. But
barn door.
If I drop something when I ship and I'm like, damn it, they need to see that because shipping sucks. I hate watching like John's today. He was like doing some glass or something. It might have been yesterday's video or a week ago, but he was doing something. He's just sitting there, and I'm just like, man, I've been like cussing up. I would have dropped it, I'm not perfect, and I want people to see that. Yeah, it might look easy to list something, but I want people to see sometimes it's easy, but sometimes it depends on what you're selling because it can be a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I sold a piece of luggage from the course of last night until this morning. That's what I messaged you about earlier about, hey, he wanted to send me a UPS sticker because he's got a UPS account and can get it cheaper than what UPS was through eBay, if that was kosher or not to do. And you said, yeah, go ahead and do it. We did it. He sent me the picture of it. I printed out the label, took it to UPS 4 hours ago, and showed them the sticker. And they're like, yeah, that's cool. You put it on the box. We'll take it. But what I should have shown is how I packaged that thing, because I had to take this huge, we fortunately had a huge Amazon box. What we ordered that was that big, I have no idea. I see 2 or 3 things that I order on our Amazon account. The rest of FedEx and UPS just park on our driveway because they just unload their trucks here. Because of stuff my wife's ordering for our grandson or whatever else. Now with the graduation party coming up, there's a little bit of something coming in every day. But I did the whole Lonnie thing, with his shed flips. Let's just go ahead and plug him real quick. The box cutter.
Yeah. And
the resizer. I did that and was able to get it down to like 13 inches. Saved it like $20 or whatever. What I did do though, which was stupid, and ever since I've had this thing, and even when my son has used it, I'm like, watch out, that blade's very sharp. Watch out, that blade's very sharp. Watch out, that blade's very sharp. What did I do today?
Cut yourself.
Yes, I did. I'll show you right there. You see that little mark right there?
Yep.
I had this open, right? And instead of pulling that down,
you open the other end.
I slid this thing down into the palm of my hand.
Oh.
Yeah. Good place to put a Band-Aid, too. You know how easy Band-Aids go right there?
Yeah, not.
So it's peroxide and Neosporin.
Now, I was going to tell you on that, how you shipped it out that way.
Yeah.
What you need to do, if you still have the copy of the tracking number, put that in my eBay as you're sold. It'll say add tracking. Add that tracking in there, then they will know that it's been shipped, or on eBay. So if they try to say, hey, I never got it, it'll actually show, hey, it did get delivered and it came from you.
No, and what we did, and I still have it, everything was chatted through the eBay Messenger thing.
Yeah.
what we
So,
did do was, yeah, he just said, put it as local pickup and I'll send you a label because I have a commercial account. And it's going to a commercial address. I looked up the address. It's a commercial address. So that's what we did. And I marked it as shipped or picked up local. Now, I guess I can go back maybe and add that tracking. I don't know, since it was shown as picked up local. So
yeah,
I
you
got to
should be able
face
to.
block there, buddy.
You should be able to, but now since if you did picked up, you may not. But it doesn't sound. And plus, since he messaged you through eBay, if you have any problems, just don't delete those until you get your
Oh, no,
feedback.
no. Oh, yeah, that saved me in the past. I've had some psychos come back at me. Yeah.
Yeah. So
When
you
you
should be
and I
good.
first started talking, I had one idiot that was, what was it, a tennis or no, a racquetball racket on the listing and everything. It said it was titanium, titanium, titanium. He got it. And he's like, I don't buy titanium rackets. Why'd you send me a titanium racket? I go back and look at the listing. You can't change the listing once it's sold.
Yeah.
And then he left some gibberish feedback, but it was positive.
Yeah.
So if you're going to take the time to throw a rant, why are you still giving me positive feedback? Whatever, I'll take it. I've got one negative feedback now from some other fool, and that's eBay's fault, but they won't own up to it. Anyway, Chandra, I'm sorry. Like she's saying here, I'd rather hang out with real people than egomaniacs. Best measure of your character is the way we treat people who can do nothing for us. You're free to move about the cabin. I totally agree with that. I've been in the service industry. I've worked for tips. I still have a side hustle that I do occasionally where I'm working for tips. I'll do Uber Eats occasionally. If it's just dead and I'm not doing nothing, I'm not listing, I'll go drive a little bit. If nobody else, none of my family's at the house, I'll go out and deliver a little bit. I mean, I can make $50 on a Friday night working 2 hours, $25 an hour. But I mean, yeah, treat people the way you want to be treated, or like she said, I mean, don't expect anything in return.
Yeah.
And I don't do that. And yes, I'm disappointed in people sometimes. But if you have that attitude and that same philosophy where, I'm not going to downgrade somebody just because I feel that I'm above them, or maybe the words that come out of my mouth sound like I'm talking like I'm above them. I'm not. We all have jobs. We all have, whether they're menial or whether you're a financial wizard, on Wall Street making bajillions of dollars a year. You treat your neighbors, your friends, your coworkers, people you run into the grocery store. I know so many people at my local grocery store just because I go in there every day, for one thing. But everybody's so friendly. Everybody is, they know me by name. I know them by name. I mean, they wear a name tag. I don't. But they know me by name now because I'll take the time to stop. I don't care if they're stocking the shelf. I don't care if they're a front end manager. I don't care if they're a checker. I'm going to talk to them and make them feel appreciated, because I do. I appreciate what they do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me. Like, I don't, and that's the thing too. You just never know. Somebody that's a multi-millionaire you could be talking to, and you act greedy or stupid like that. You're going to lose out in life. And like I said in my video, the reason why I want to give and help out these food pantries, when I was getting ready to have my back surgery, I actually reached out to try to get food stamps and things like that to help, because I knew I was going to be down, and I wasn't allowed to get that because I made too much at my job, even though I was taking off at my job. I was not going to be paid for a while because I had to do the FMLA. And so, yeah, I mean, if we wasn't blessed with a really nice food place, pantry, I don't know how that could have turned out. So yeah, like anytime that I don't think I honestly could be rich, because I'm so nice, and like I would be gifting away all the money.
Yeah, and we've all, I'm sure you guys have had the conversation, because, Powerball and Mega Millions are pretty much all throughout the country. If you would win, what would you do? I mean, I joke that I'd become, not anonymous and invisible, but I would have a very small circle. Even though we have a big family, that big family that we have would be my small circle.
Yep.
I've got a few friends, and we know some other people that could use some help, and we do help them occasionally, and they've helped us in the past. I'm on a 100% commission job for my day job. Not many of you know that, but I may make. I'm not going to throw numbers out there, but
They're very low, could be very high.
yeah, I may make enough to buy a 12-pack of beer one week, and I may make enough to buy the grocery store the next week.
Exactly.
That's just how it goes. It's like being a car salesman. It's like being any kind of a commission salesperson whatsoever. We have salespeople on our force, on our team, and that's all that they're paid to do. But they get a base salary, and they go out there and they get a percentage of whatever they find and sell. I don't get that. I get a percentage of what I sell a load for when I book it on a truck. So from our customers. So, I mean, it's just, I'm not going to get into numbers, but, I've been in transportation for 25 and 9, what's that, 34 years now. So, Bobby, he's probably gone now, but, he was in the transportation industry for quite a while with UPS and another company or two before that. Now it's a fickle industry. I mean, you can be high on the hog one day and next day you're under the hog poop.
Would you quit your job if your eBay jumped up?
That is a outside goal. If I were to ask myself on my own 8 at 8 interview show, that would probably be one of the questions I would ask. Yeah, if it got to that point, and I'm sure, I think my boss, well, she's not my boss. Yeah, she is my boss. Yeah. But I mean, we're coworkers, and I think she sees my channel every once in a while. But yeah, if I got eBay to the point to where it was sustaining what I need to support my household, absolutely, I'd do it full time. Could I just stop right now and start doing it full time? No, because I need to have that work ethic that I do with my day job to flip it over into that eBay job, and I can't do that right now.
Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Not to interrupt you, but I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
That's fine. And then we still got a few people. Yeah, we got some people in chat here, so we'll try to keep us busy. Girl Hustle. That was wrong. Girl Hustle just joined us. Thank you so much. Danny just had to step out for a second, so you gotta look at my round fat face. We were just kind of talking about, what would you do if you won the lotto? What would you do if you came into a large sum of money? What would you do if you were given the opportunity to do reselling full time when you had a regular day job? Would you do that? Yeah, I would, because I've come to learn and enjoy this hobby that is quite lucrative, even part time. That if I could turn around and do it full time, I would do it in a second. So yeah, there's Chandra saying hi to Girl Hustle. Girl Hustle, I'm not familiar with you. Danny, maybe I'll go ahead and add you in here as a mod. You can promote your channel. And Flippin' Sports Guy, man, I'm sorry, I haven't hosted one of these in a while, so I will add you in there as well. You guys can promote your channel. But yeah. So if you are part-time and you were given the opportunity to go full-time, would you do it? Would you think you could do it? Do you think you could do enough reselling to support your lifestyle or improve your lifestyle or downgrade your lifestyle and live in a tiny home and have a storage unit somewhere that you're selling out of, There's people that do that. There's several channels that I watch. I mean, I don't watch them on a frequent basis, but I get around to them enough to where, really the reseller community, you can be living in a $500,000 mansion. You can be living in a tiny home. You could be living in a Sprinter van traveling around the country, buying stuff and selling it. There's people that do that. I watch them. I'll post some links at some point, but yeah, I mean, it's something that's very viable. It just depends on your needs and your means for income, what you really need to live, thrive, and survive. We got the last of our babies graduating high school this year, so a lot of decisions to be made around our house in the near future. I see a hand. Come on, Danny, give me a hand.
I was trying to give you a hand.
So I was asking everybody kind of what we were talking about when you left out. If you hit the lotto, or if you were given the opportunity to resell full time, or whatever you had to do to make it work, would you do it? So, and then I had to hand a bunch of wrenches out because some new people popped in. So Girl Hustle popped in.
If you haven't subscribed to Steve, he's 3 away from 200.
Oh, am I? Wow, I got to refresh.
For some reason, I'm echoing.
You walked away, so you created an echo. It's a vacuum that you create when you walk away.
So that's why I can't have YouTube and StreamYard together. It does that.
So Chandra, you're full time. She said she has no choice. This has to work. So if you're full time, let us know. And correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not Chandra? We pushed her over 100 earlier, right?
Yeah.
If she's doing it full time and she just has 100 subs, man, we need to pump her up and get her.
Girl Hustle full time. Where are you from, Girl Hustle? What's your first name, if you don't mind? I see her all the time, and I'm always.
I've seen her on other chats. I don't recall her name, and again, I haven't hosted our show in a while, so I haven't been able to see some of these people that may have popped in on the weeks that I was out.
I know I watched her video. I'm pretty sure she's got videos. See, I can't remember, but I know she's told me her name. I know. I think she's got a channel.
There she goes. Happier. Oh, well, there you go, Patty. Okay. PA. Yeah, nursing. Nursing is an honorable profession. It is also very demanding. So I can understand that. I watch, I know you watch her too, Kat, Nurse Flipper. She doesn't work full-time at nursing, and she's wanting to get more and more. And she may be, I haven't seen her channel in a couple of weeks, but I know she was wanting to go full-time at some point with reselling. And I think she is making more reselling than she was at nursing. And then
I think her full-time is 12 hours. That's still.
Yeah, I was going to say three days a week.
I just don't think.
It was like 5.
I was going to say she probably, I know at least here, my friends that are nurses, they all always can get overtime. That's not even you want to work 4 days. And my friend, she'll work 4 days to get that, just some overtime. Yeah, I love Kat. She's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool.
Too.
If you are going to do that to make it work, I know in the northeast, or of course, Danny, you're in Ohio, weather's getting better, so it's good seasons for garage sales and.
I didn't go to one last week. And I felt bad. I'm like, man, I should be out there recording just to get. Even though I don't want to buy, but then me, if there's a deal, then I'll come home like, all right, guys, I told you I wouldn't buy anything, and I have 2 trailers, 4 trucks, and a car's load.
I'm kind of scared for this upcoming weekend just because I didn't go this last weekend. So my eBay, the money that goes into my eBay account that I have
is more
just for that long. It's getting up there a little bit. I may have a little cash this weekend, so I'm hoping I don't, stumble into something that I make a bad buy on. But I would have a lot more leverage than I've had in the last few weeks because normally I just go out with 100, 150, maybe 200. I think a few weeks ago when I went to that community sale, I spent like 230. But and I still got to list a lot of that stuff. But I've already paid for all that because I sold like 7 pairs of those Cinch and Ariat and Lucky Brand jeans that basically paid for that whole buy. And I still got a ton of Star Wars T-shirts that I didn't show on that video. I just showed them in a bag. I didn't pull them out. But from what I've researched thus far, and they're from the 70s and 80s. And there's some newer ones. But yeah, there's some Star Wars 77, like the old school print and all that.
That's cool. That's when it came out, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, 77. So yeah, I'm kind of, once I get up there with the money a little bit, it's just a matter of being, I'm never going to be at your level with a 6,000 square foot warehouse buying trailers upon trailers of stuff. There's whenever I find a box or a half a table of something that is all similar, and I can say, "Hey, how much do you want for all that?" That makes me feel good because I can at least say that. I'm not buying their whole garage sale. I'm not buying their whole garage. I'm not buying their whole estate sale. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
but yeah, you have that leverage where you can go in and say, "Hey, yeah, I'll give you 1,000, 1,500, 500, 200." Some people just want to get rid of it and get out of there, and that's it.
Yeah, that's how. I mean, that's like me. It's like if you hit those sales, garage sales. It's like you just wish. For one, it's like you always you're late, and you're like, "Dang, I wish I was here from the get go because I'd buy it all."
Yep. Yeah, and that's I get it. A lot of people say you start out early, on a Saturday, which again, that's really the only day I source as far as leaving the house and going out and about. I do some sourcing online, and my neighborhood has a pretty good little Facebook page where everybody buys and sells stuff on. But yeah, if I just have that one day to get out, I want to maximize that time. I want to maximize the potential profit for my money. It's fun. Like, I don't necessarily have to get out at 7 to do that. I mean, there's garage sales that start at 6 now here because it's light at 6 or 6:15 with the time change and all that. I've come across stuff at 1 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon at a garage sale that's even at whatever regular price they had it originally. It would have been a great deal at that point. Maybe they had it priced a hell of a lot higher before I got there. But you get there at 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, like you said, you can buy them out, or you can buy a table, you can buy a box.
And what I've noticed too is like when people start their sale and they sell a bunch, they go back in their house and bring stuff out the next day that wasn't out there. So yeah, I was actually wanting to have like a cherry picker, and like pick with cherry pickers. And of course, Parker's like, "Dude, that's so fruity," and I was like, "Well, cherries are fruit." But that's what I like doing is because I don't really want nothing. So it's like, well, maybe we'll just go at the end of their sale, find a good deal here and there. And it's like, it seems like some of my best deals, best profits has came on the last day of some high sale.
Yeah, in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, estate sales or garage sales. I've mentioned it a few times. Like, I do get out on Sunday. I try to list on Sunday, but if our local estate sale company that I like to go to, their sales, they do half price Sundays, and they do wheel and dealing. I mean, they say half price.
Yeah.
I now got to know them a little bit better and know that I can get probably down to 30% or 25%, more than half price.
Yeah.
So 75% off or 60% off.
I sell in Tennessee.
Yeah. Hi. Thank you. I haven't seen your name before, but thank you very much for showing up. I know you probably got here through Danny or a friend of a friend, or just saw the live pop up. We appreciate you popping in. You are most likely a reseller, so I am going to give you a moderator wrench. That way you can promote your channel, Selling Tennessee. If you have some videos, please feel free to post your link. Anybody else that's in here as well, if you are a mod, I think I've tried to make everybody a mod. Go ahead and promote your channel, drop your link down there. We talk about our goals at the beginning of the show. And we talk about anything and everything else afterwards. It's usually reselling related, but we may go off on tangents. But
yeah, we're 2 away from getting Keith 200 here. Let's get it.
Well, oh wow, yeah, I'm at 198. Okay, where are you at? I mean, I don't think we're going to get you to 2,000 tonight. No, we're going to get you to 2,000 before the end of the month. I can tell you that much.
Like I said, it's weird. If you're at 1,800, it was showing 1.79, but 1,801 puts you to 1.8.
Right.
So it's showing me at 1.81. So I've got to be over 1,811, which when I did that one giveaway, I was actually got up to 1,813. And then I lost a bunch because they were only there for that drawing.
Yeah, I remember you doing that. And then, when you slipped back down. And then just within this last week or so, you went back over 18, right?
Yeah. So now I'm at 1.81. So
okay.
Let me check. I can check it, but I have to. It's weird when you check it, like you guys can see me, but I'm not even seeing the screen because I'm looking at my YouTube. It's so weird.
And I don't have mine. I mean, I refreshed it earlier. I went to 198, so that was cool. Everybody's dropping their links, and I appreciate that. Selling Tennessee, she doesn't do YouTube for reselling. I said real estate is my job and resell for fun, and that's the same here. I am a freight broker by my day job, and I resell when I can. I'll list on weeknights if I have time. Saturday is my sourcing day for the most part, like I discussed a little bit earlier. I think it was right before you popped on, selling Tennessee, and then Sunday is usually my listing day. But we got family time that bites into that sometimes. And nothing else, I try to take a lot of pictures. And if we're out and about somewhere and I've got time or the conversation is dead, I'll go back to my pictures on my phone and start doing some listing.
Welcome back, Dina. Yeah, I actually picked 50 items up. I went through the shop. I grabbed a pot and pan, a couple of that kind of stuff, and I even got a pair of pants, a hat, some ball cards. Like with the NFL draft, I bought this box of cards, and there were 16 packs. Every pack was guaranteed an autograph of somebody coming up in this draft. So instead of listing them when I got it, I wanted to wait for the draft in case something could spark somebody. So now I'm going to list all those. I did not count those in the 50, so I'm hoping because they're fast. And I got some stuff that I can just scan. I got some makeup. I got antiques, collectibles. So it's just going to be everything, and even a piece of electronic that I don't even like. So I'm going to try that out just to see if that helps. Like if I at least put one thing up there that I don't like I don't care for clothes, I don't care for electronics. So I figure if I throw a little bit in there every day, then hopefully it'll get to where it's not bad.
Yeah. Dina, Chandra was talking about you.
It's pretty bad. Yeah, she said all kinds of stuff at using hers.
No, we'll just let her link stay up there for a little bit so she can get back.
Up for it.
There you go. So yeah. What was I going to say? You were talking about the doggone it. Sorry. Squirrel. Got ADD right now. I had a survey thing go off on my phone, and of course I can't do it, so no big deal. Let's see, Dean, I'm trying to remember your name.
See, something everybody loves watching and learning.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Stay with us.
That's fine. And I put out at least 1 or 2 videos a week as far as hauls or what's sold. Danny shows a lot of his stuff because he has buys that just pop up that he doesn't have necessarily pre-planned, and he's so excited about it, so he'll show and share what he finds. And yeah, it's been a great. You have the 2 spectrums right here. Like Danny's almost at 2,000, I'm almost at 200, but we still love to do this reselling thing because it's a adrenaline rush. It's a high. It's a natural high.
Yeah, it's enjoying. I enjoy it.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like walking into a restaurant and saying, "Okay, filet mignon and lobsters half price tonight. Give me 10."
It's like you can have your own business. You can be the only worker. You can get on YouTube and talk shit about your only worker. I love it.
Yeah, Carter wants a sticker.
Yes, Carter. Go to my Instagram, which is Pickwa_Resellers. Drop your address, and I sure will. Definitely will send it to you.
There is Selling Tennessee. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. I get long-winded sometimes, especially when I'm hosting, and I apologize for that, Danny. I probably walk over you sometimes as well.
We're getting better at it, figuring when one's going to say something.
Normally, I'm not that talkative. Like, I probably use more words on these lives than I do in the course of a month.
Yeah. You're breaking out. You're finally getting out there because it seemed like I had to talk. I did all the talking, and you would say whatever and just stop. And it's like, now you're in it. Now you got to figure it out.
It's kind of, and I hate going back to this, but, I did part-time radio for a little bit, just weeknights, midnights, overnight shifts. And at first, there's nobody looking at me. There's no video. I'm just a voice with a name, and it's not even my name. It's just a stage name that you use. But I was so I don't know what you get, frozen or like right now I can't even speak. But yeah, I was a little terrified. And, you know, there's stuff you had to do. You had to keep on the clock. You had to say the time and temperature. You had to put these certain live ads out or recorded ads and try to mix the music in, tell what's coming up, take phone calls. The first month or so that I was in it, of course, I was only, again, working 1 or 2 shifts on a weekend. It was terrifying. But the more comfortable I became with it, it's kind of like this. You just talk. You just shoot from the hip. Yeah, there's stuff you still got to read and you got to say. It's just part of the business because it's all advertising.
Right.
But you can kind of let your personality slip out here and there. You don't just have to be radio guy.
Now, do you guys have? Does anybody know how you? Have you seen like RVA Flips? He does like these polls. I don't know how to do the polls.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, like on the video or on a live? Does he do it on live?
No, it's just like
Video.
I don't know. It's not even on a video. It's just it just pops up there and you just answer it.
I'll have to go back and look. He quit making videos for a little bit, and I haven't caught back up with him once he started making his videos again. I still get the notifications. I'm still subscribed to him. He's a good guy. He sells a ton of stuff. But yeah, no, I haven't gotten back into it to where I can see what you're talking about with the polls and everything. Hold on, let's get back to Tennessee. I'm sorry if I skipped over that. I'm just trying to go through the chat. Those who don't know, if you find a good realtor in your area that does foreclosures, you can get paid to do cleanouts. Danny.
I do that.
That's what caught my eye. And it's a great way to source. Danny does that. I would be scared to do it. I would have to go buy or rent a couple of storage units before I would do it. And then I would probably buy all the wrong stuff and pay for a storage unit with stuff that doesn't sell. So
I love doing the clean outs because you get free merch or free merchandise to sell. And then, they're paying you to trash it. And so
there you go. There's your answer right there. You do the polls on your community tab.
Community tab.
I don't see it on this, so it must be on YouTube. I don't see it on the stream yards. On the streams yards.
I know the word.
Oh, there you go. Girl Hustle. She used to do clean outs. There's opportunities. I've seen them in my area, because like part of our area, we're on the outskirts of what is like the Woodlands, Texas. So we're actually kind of in Conroe, but we're right on the outskirts of the Woodlands. Woodlands is all HOA, this, that, and the other. You can't sneeze on odd numbered hours and shit like that. Oh, stuff like that. So they can't have garage sales, they can't have yard sales, they can't have estate sales, stuff like that. But they will post like on the local online classified site, hey, we just moved out, this, that, and the other. This house needs to be cleaned out. We're offering such and such money to, like, they pay you to go clean it out. You don't have to pay them.
Yeah, that's what I like.
And just from some of the pictures I've seen, it's probably worth it because I mean these people we're in a big oil and gas community, so a lot of these people get relocated all the time, and not just within the U.S. They get moved internationally. You can walk into any grocery store, Walmart, Dollar Tree, whatever. You're going to hear 5 to 10, 15 different languages because there's so many people from all over the world in our area with the oil and gas community. So some of these people have to get up and move. I mean, they got to go, and they'll leave stuff behind because they can't. It's more expensive for them to move it overseas or from here to Virginia or here to Pennsylvania or where the next oil location they're going to, that they'll just leave it behind and buy something new when they get to where they're going because they can afford that. So yeah, I may have to look into some of that a little bit more, but I just need to get through my reselling, my garage sale stuff first, kind of get more comfortable with that listing and knowing what to buy, what to get rid of. I've been making donation boxes just from bad buys that I've had and redonating to the thrift store that I frequent. So,
well, that's another thing too. My guy.
I need a guy.
I'll be going this weekend. Come back on in. Take it off.
When's CP? When's John scheduled back in your area?
With him moving and stuff, and with what's going on here, we haven't really
Oh,
scheduled
that's
anything.
right. He bought that. Yeah, I saw that. That was neat. Him and Brennan going in. The Curious
Yeah.
Picker, his brother-in-law,
Yep, they're going
bought
to.
that house. Basically, well, it was a house that was converted into an office already.
Yeah, so he's looking forward to that, and he's trying. I
Yeah.
think he's moving little by little. So he's trying to sell off as much as he can, running sale. I don't know if he's running sale, but
He did say he was going to do that. Yeah.
yeah, I was say I thought maybe he was sending offers, is what he said, but I don't know if that means offers and a sale or just offers.
Buy all your stuff back that you sold to him.
Right. That's how it's done.
Yeah. That's how we make money. We just keep exchanging it. So
Yeah.
I buy it from you. I jack the price up, and then you buy it back from me. And we'll make money somehow.
That's right. Make $1, then I use the $1 to give back to him. So we should just hand it over to each other.
That's what I feel like sometimes, especially like when I go back through these, like some of these garage sales I go to, and I'm sure with the bigger buyouts that you do, there's a lot of stuff in there that you're just like, man, I wish this wasn't in here or whatnot. I'll go and buy this, and this, and without looking it up, and I've gotten into that habit where I think I know what something is worth, and I really need to keep that phone out and research while I'm at a garage sale. I just see something, I'm like, okay, I think I saw that on somebody's video, and it's only $1 or $2. I'm gonna buy it. Well, it's worth $3 or $4 or $5 by the time I get back home and research it. So I get stuck with a lot of dead inventory as a part-time reseller, and you're part-time eBay, you're part-time house cleaner outer, you're part-time car buyer, you're part-time whatever can make a buck. But with all the buyouts that you've done, you've got to have a lot of dead inventory. And what do you do with it? Do you turn around and donate it, or?
Well, here at our Goodwill, I don't know why I'm doing. I don't have.
You sound fine on this end. I mean, I'm video challenged. I guess you're sound challenged.
Our Goodwill, if you donate, you can get $5 off.
Oh yeah.
But we have that lady that she used to come to the shop, and she would do these live local auctions. So basically, it's the garage sale stuff. And when I bought this house the last time, I just called her, a message her, said, call me when you can. And she called, and I said, hey, I'm buying this house, but there's a lot of stuff I don't want, and I do not want to take it home. I just physically can't move everything. So she came up there, bought it. I told Parker, I said, whatever you get is what you get for helping. So that's how he worked it out. And so I just sell it to her, but I go through it because, like, say, there's stuff that I think is like dollar store type stuff, and it'll actually sell pretty good on eBay. So now I check everything when it's here. I won't go to a garage sale and check everything out, but
yeah. I do feel awkward at a garage sale. If I'm at a thrift store or something like that, or even a estate sale, I don't mind, having the phone out and looking up, because even though I'm a couple going on 3 years in on this kind of serious again as a reseller. I mean, I've been on eBay since early 2000s, 2003, 2004, just kind of buying and reselling here and there. Nothing like what I've been doing this last 2 or 3 years, and especially nothing like I've been doing for the last year. So I'm still new at it. When I get to a garage sale or a thrift store or an estate sale, I've got my phone in hand, and I'm, researching, looking this, that, and the other, trying to make a deal because I see other people making deals, throwing a number out there for a lot of stuff rather than just buying 1 or 2 items and, hey, can you do 5 instead of 10?
Right.
No, I've gotten to that point to where I make a pile. I'll spend some time, especially if they got a lot of stuff. I'll spend some time at a garage sale and try to find enough to put together a pile so where I can make it worth my while, not meaning to rhyme, but hey, will you take 20 for all this? It probably adds up to 40 or 45.
Yeah, I actually have somebody just reached out while we're on here. They got, I would say maybe 10, 15 things with Victoria's Secret. It's all brand new, like perfumes and sexy clothes type stuff. So
lightweight shipping on that stuff. There's very little fabric, probably 3, 4, 5 ounces, under half a pound. So you do international as well.
I did do. In this garage sale I took my dad to. I bought this Ralph Lauren perfume, sealed. I mean, I opened it to just make sure it was in there because you never know, somebody could fake it. And she messaged back and said, "This is absolutely fake." And I said, "This absolutely is not fake." I said, "I'm the one that opened it and I'm the one that got it. Like, I'm telling you, it's not." So then she said, "How do you want to handle this? Just send me my money back?" I was like, "No, you'll be sending it back. So just go ahead and make I told her, I said, open a case and send it back. I said, I'll definitely get your money back. So then she puts on there, I think it's not authentic because the smell's not as harsh. It's more fainted or something. And I'm just like, right. And now it's been like a week.
And nose was defective.
Right. And then, so now it's like, okay, now it's brand new. Now you admitted that you used it. So now it's like, well, when it comes back, she ain't getting a full refund. I mean, can't because it's not brand new no more.
Yeah.
And I hate that. That's what makes the eBay horrible. That's the turnoff for me is like, and you know how it is when you get one, it comes in threes and it's just like, you just have to walk away and just don't pay no mind. Like today, I've gotten
to that point. Yeah. I've gotten to that point where some of the stuff that they say, oh, well, this doesn't look like the pictures or this, that, and the other. If it's under 15 or 20, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? I'll ask them, what do you want in the first place? And if they just hem-haw around, I'll just refund their money, block, don't have to deal with them again unless they got 15 other eBay channels. I did have a lady this week that I sold some pants to. Actually, there was some of my wife's pants, still new with tags, some stuff that she bought, and then she lost a lot of weight and she couldn't wear them anymore. So I sent them out, and the lady messaged me this week, oh, they're too big, they don't fit right, they're too long, and I have all the dimensions on there, measuring tape, everything. So she opened up a refund request, and that money's on hold. eBay tells you it's on hold. So I'm going through the procedure with that, and this is the first one in quite a while. The last time I did that was right when I first started reselling again with a baseball glove. Somebody thought it was a larger glove than what it was when it was like a little PB glove. So we're still in the middle of all this, and we're going on a week now. So I'm still waiting for. I mean, it went through the channels, went through the proper channels. She got sent the instructions. She has to pay for the return. And once I get the return, then I'll refund her money. So it's been a while since I've had to do one of those. And this one, it is worth it because the pants are worth a little bit of money. They're Lane Bryant stuff. They're high end clothing, office wear. So yeah, I'm not going to lose a ton of money on it, or we're not going to lose a ton of money on it. My wife probably got them at a discount anyway because she's that thrifty. She gets the retail thrift. I get the thrift or the garage sale thrift. She's really good at finding the retail thrift. So we'll still make money on it, but it's just a pain in the butt,
Much like I sold some liquid stuff, and they expire 8 of 21, but my finger hit 22. So she said, hey, so it was, hey, this isn't 22. This has a state. And it was $10 free shipping. So I was like, so I just sent her money back. And I said, here, even though it's not expired, you can still use the thing. I'll just kindly block you and move on. Have a good day. And then they messaged back like, well, why would you block me? I'm a good person. I did. And I said, well, you wanted a refund for something you'll still use before it even goes out of date. But
right.
I said, it's my fault, but I'm not even gonna. It's not worth shipping back. So.
All right, everybody sends some good vibes towards Selling Tennessee. She was on the phone just recently. She's in real estate. We learned that earlier. So she's working on a $400,000 deal. I'm sure that is probably a pretty good commission. So send some good vibes to Selling Tennessee's way.
Nice.
Anybody that's in commission jobs, you know how big that is when you get a big fish on the hook like that. So we're proud to you. Hope it goes well.
Yeah, I think me personally, when I like take somebody's title, sometimes the specific blah, 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 whatever. Sometimes that will get me in trouble because like if it said like I sold a humidifier filter. The picture, I mean, you could see the picture says D, the description said D, and they messaged me and they said, yeah, but in your item specifics said A. And I said, I was like, I messaged him back. I said, I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, but could you help me explain me your thought here? You obviously knew that by the picture and my description and the title what it was, but since you saw it in the specifics, you thought that what was you thinking you were going to get out of this? And they're like, well, I figured since it's your mess up, you'll just let me keep it. I said, that's what they said too. I said, absolutely not. Send it back. And I mean, it wasn't expensive either. And they never sent it back, but it's like, I was like, man, I will go to eBay if these idiots leave me a negative. But it's just like, they'll find one flaw, and then when they get it, it's like they do it on purpose. They just buy it just to try to return it or to see if they can keep it. Like it's a game or something. Some people.
Yeah, there's those people out there. I mean, that's even in everyday life. You'll see that walking around, Walmart or Target or whatever. There's always somebody trying to get a deal.
And nobody wants to work for nothing. They just
or at a garage sale too. You see some people just really lowball. Yeah. I had a couple lowball offers on some stuff that's already under $5 anyway. They're offering me like $1.75 or $2. Just some little patches. Like, no, it's already $4. Why am I going to give you another $1.25 off or another $2 off? No, it's not costing me anything. I've already made my money back. It's sitting in a tub back there. I could care less if I sell it at this point. I'm not going to sell it to you for $1.25 because I got it listed for $4.
Yeah, I can't stand it when you're running a sale, but your price always has the make offer. And it's like, okay, I'm running a 20% sale. So what makes you think you're going to get for half of that? Like, I don't know. Sometimes it really gets me. And then like one time I was like, you know what? Screw it. I don't want this thing. It's just driving me nuts. So I took it. Then they didn't pay. It's like they'll do it just to see if you'll take, expecting you not to take it. And I've heard other people do that too. And it just kills me when they do it and they don't pay for it. It's like, oh, seriously, what did you think was going to happen? But I don't think they get punished enough to where it'll keep them
right. Yeah, I can see it like if it was a $100 item, if you're selling stuff for even over 100 or over 75. I mean, that's still a pretty good chunk of change for a lot of people. But I can't even imagine some of these people that sell these $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 things. Plus, you got eBay Auto, all the cars and stuff like that. How much do you think goes on in that?
I used to do that when, it was back in the late 90s. We would sell. A buddy of ours had a 67 Camaro set up for drag racing, and it ended up selling for like $11,500. I mean, it was good money, $13,500, something like that. And the fees then was only but it was still, I thought it was a lot. It was like $100 to list it. They charged your account $50 right when you listed it, and then if it sold, they'd charge you the other $50. If it didn't sell, you still had to pay the $50. And I'm just like,
yeah,
that was ridiculous. So it ended up being like $300 or $400 that eBay got just to put it. And I thought that was ridiculous. I don't know what it is now. I won't do that. I won't even look into that because that's a scam.
I mean, I've sold some car parts, and I can't imagine ever selling a car on eBay. Well, of course, I'm in a major metropolitan area. You're close enough to some major metropolitan areas. Maybe for rural, I don't know. Or if you're just looking for that one particular, like you said, my wife would have bought that probably because that's her birth year is 67. So like I said, one of these days, whenever I have money that I can just throw away, I'll buy a 64.5 Mustang just because that's my birth year was late 64. And that was the first year of the Mustang. So one of these days I'll have that little bitty old car. I'll probably wear it as a shoe. But yeah.
I was thinking about getting an old truck like Sanford and Son and putting our logo on it.
That, I've been meaning to ask you too. How do you get away with playing that logo or playing that theme song? Is it just because it's
right when it's at that time, yeah. And I said I'd buy that for $1. So since it did that, it was okay.
It's genius. I love it because that was one of the shows that when we had 3 channels growing up.
Oh, I love that
Sanford
show.
and Son, and
I bought the whole season.
What was the other one with Freddie Prinze Jr. or Freddie Prinze? Not Freddie Prinze Jr., Freddie Prinze. Old Man. God dang it. Anyway, that was like our Thursday and Friday nights, and then Dukes of Hazzard was on, and all those same kind of shows.
Like Taxi.
Yep. Archie Bunker. And
I remember Sanford and Son and
non-PC stuff. Chico and the Man. There you go. Thank you, Phil in Tennessee.
I've never heard of that.
Chico and the Man with Freddie Prinze and the old guy from the original. He was the grandfather on the original Willy Wonka. Can't think of his name. Albert something Albert. But yeah, so it was kind of that same. They ran like an auto shop or a car shop or a junk shop or something, and Freddie Prinze was the young guy coming in trying to be the. Bringing in the new ways to this guy that had the old ways set. So it was good. It was on for a while. And then Freddie Prinze, I forget how he passed away, but he passed away at a very young age. And then his son now, Freddie Prinze Jr., is an actor, a very successful actor. Yeah. Haven't seen him much lately, but back in the late 90s, early 2000s, he was in quite a few different things.
Yeah, I was big into Sanford and Son, A-Team. Oh,
A-Team, yeah.
Wow.
Dallas. We used to watch Dallas. Of course, I'm 10 years older than you, so.
Now, and I actually bought the series season. This is like something that nobody wants to know about because I'm a manly man. But I love watching Little House on the Prairie.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that. No, that was. Again, we only had three to 5 channels. We had like 3, the main ABC, NBC, CBS.
Whatever you can get with the antenna.
2 UHF channels. Down here it was 39 and 26, and that was before they became WB and Fox. They were just 39 and 26. Down here, UHF channels.
Yeah, I like that Something in Cincinnati show, Night Court.
Oh, WKRP in Cincinnati, yeah.
I've been looking to see if I can find like seasons for them. But
there probably is, yeah. And a lot of probably half that cast is past at this point. But yeah, there was some good shows. There's still some stuff that pops up, just pop culture stuff where they'll talk about like the turkey drop, if you remember that, the WKRP in Cincinnati. They did a turkey drop for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and they
were frozen.
Somebody had a T-shirt that they just sold on one of my Instagram, and I was like, I bet that's got to be it.
Nellie was a witch. She was.
But
she was.
Like we grew up that way, but she's really a good guy. The Little House on the Prairie, like, man, honestly, I tell everybody, like when we talk about with the lottery, if I win the lottery, like I would want to make like a huge resort. And like people actually, if you want to get away, like when you get
Fantasy
to the
Island.
Yeah, like when you get to the gate,
Fantasy Island.
When you get to the gate, you give up them phones and stuff. There's no technology, and it's like there's a pond, you got horses. You live like, and I would make it just like Little House on the
Frontier,
Prairie.
Like a frontier deal.
It'd be the Olson's mercantile.
Turn some butter.
Yeah.
Milk some cows. No electricity, live with some lanterns.
I just think that's the way we all need to learn because, we don't know what's going to happen day to day in this crazy world. And one day, I really think we're going to lose electricity and everybody's going to have to live like they were from that time period, Whether or not we see it, we may not.
I mean, just with some of the mega storms that have come through over the last few years and
yeah.
Even when I was still over the road, I remember being up in Detroit or Flint, somewhere up there, and that whole northeast sector of the U.S. and parts of Canada all lost electricity. It was something that triggered in New York, I think, but like, Montreal, Toronto, Windsor, Detroit, parts of Chicago were all out of power for, it was a good day and a half. That was probably, it was early 2000, so I'd say 2005, 2006.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know when something's going to happen like that. We happened, even with that stupid freeze when y'all sent your weather down here back in February.
Yeah.
We had 8-degree temperatures that we haven't had in 104 years or something like that. Pipes were busting, electric lines. All of our electric lines are above ground. In some parts of the country, they're below ground. We still have the old telephone poles with the power lines and all that. That stuff was freezing and snapping.
Exactly.
Everybody was out of electricity. And unfortunately, I'm pointing back here, but in my backyard, I've got like 3 propane tanks and several gas grills and a burner and all that. I can cook if we need to, charcoal, whatever. But that's only going to last for a certain amount of days.
Yeah.
If you can't go out and source some more of that stuff. But yeah, with as technology driven as we are today, you lose electricity, you're screwed.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, if it happened in the summertime, just imagine how many people honestly would make it, would probably die with no central air. Like, I mean, we're too used to that kind of stuff that we shouldn't have. We shouldn't be reliant on central air.
Right. Oh man, I remember going to my grandparents' house. Again, I'm old. We'd go to their house, back when I was 5, 6, 7 years old. This is late 60s, early 70s. They didn't have AC. They had a little house on the prairie, like you were talking about. It was a little 2-bedroom house with a kitchen. And then they had, my grandfather had a barn and all that stuff. And they had 60 some odd acres. But it was just a small house. It was just a place for them to sleep and eat and shower and or bathe or whatever. Their life was the land. He farmed, he raised cows, they grew hay, whatever, just to get by. And there was no electricity. We'd go over there in the middle of summer, July. Like even like right now, this Friday, we're gonna be at 90 degrees.
Oh.
May 7th, we're going to be at 90 degrees. It's been in the 80s all this last week, and it sucks. I mean, I've lived down here all my life. I mean, I'll take the cold or the heat over the cold, but to be that hot this early. But yeah, can you imagine just being down here in Southeast Texas, 98 degrees late July, early August, and 98 to 100% humidity, and a hurricane could pop up at any time before they knew about it, before the technology that we have today. You couldn't see that Category 5 or Category 4 hurricane barreling in on Galveston or New Orleans or Port Aransas or Lake Charles or wherever.
Oh, we're one away from you hitting that big 200.
Oh, I didn't refresh. I gotta refresh. If I hit 200, I'll be at like 193 tomorrow morning. Oh, there we are, 199. Well, thank y'all so much. Thank you for listening to me just babble on and still deciding to subscribe anyway.
Now, when we went to our grandparents, my grandparents are German Baptists, Dunkards, and they had electricity, but they weren't allowed TV. They couldn't watch TV or do none of that. You talk about boring and hot.
Yep.
Because they didn't have air or nothing. They didn't have the windows open. That was it. But the older I get now, it's like, man, I wish I had that because, well, he did have a, what do you call it? The CBs.
Yeah.
He listened to the police radio. He'd do that. Now, before
like scanner, ham radio, or whatever.
When I was young and doing dumb stuff and getting in trouble, my grandpa, he called my mom because he heard them when I was running from the police one time. It was a bad deal. But, yeah, they were like calling and having me all blown up and stuff. And my grandpa heard it all. But I didn't get caught and I totally lied. I was totally a punk. And so my grandpa was like, hey, boy, why don't you sit down here? And he just went on and on and on telling me, yeah, do you know they were saying this about you? Do you know how embarrassing this is when the cops are talking stuff about your own family? this isn't what God wants. And it's like, oh my goodness. I was like, it wasn't me, Grandpa.
Right.
And
That,
he's
that
like,
was
is
the
that?
internet.
Yeah. I was like,
That was social media back then. My parents
yeah.
used to have a CB base station.
I just thought that was so funny though. But it's like, how the heck did my grandpa that doesn't, he's German Baptist, they just go to church and work the farm and do that. And it's like, how did he know?
Yeah, I heard your name, boy.
Yeah. What was you doing out here? I said, I wasn't. I said, they just mistaken me. And that's when I stuck to that. I still like my mom, dad, everybody. Like, that's why I was like, it wasn't me. I was over here at my buddies where I was supposed to be. It was me doing all the bad, but I didn't get in trouble because I was able to lie good.
Yep.
But karma,
I'm right there. Selling Tennessee. That's what we were talking about just a little bit earlier. Yeah, I remember having we were big time in our little 3-bedroom house with 3 kids and my parents. I did have a black and white TV in my room that is very much smaller than the monitor that I'm looking at right now, but a little black and white with rabbit ears, and I had some stickers on it. But yeah, all I had was ABC, NBC, CBS, and like I said earlier, 39 and 26, which was our UHF channels. We did have PBS. I forgot about PBS, so that was our channel 8 down here. So yeah, that was it. If you couldn't find something on there, and we didn't have no video games, there was a guy down the road, 3 houses down. We thought he was a millionaire. He got Pong, before everybody else did.
Yeah, it was funny. It's like I'd always go to hang out with my buddy because his parents had the money to have cable. Like,
yeah,
we never had cable. We couldn't afford it. Or we pull folk. Mom and dad had 6 kids, so needless to say, we didn't even have a phone. That's how poor we was.
$500 a minute. That's about right. Those little brick phones, man.
Yeah, I actually found one of those. This real big fat cell phone. Isn't it funny though? Like I remember when the first cell phones were around, and I remember the pagers. Man, my buddy thought he was so cool, and I was like, man, I'm never going to have them because I can get in trouble. Because if you got one of them cell phones, your mom and dad call you, I'd have to get home. Same way with the pager, they'd say get home or whatever on there, and I was just like, nope, I don't want it because they can't tell me something if they don't know.
Yeah. No, I remember too. I did take some college classes and stuff like right out of high school. I was going to go to a college way up in Nebraska, but being a Texas boy, I decided not to go there. And so I just stayed home and worked, and I took some classes here and there. But I remember my first apartment because that was my goal: get out of my parents' house, get in my parents' house. And I'm late 18, maybe 19 at that point. Got an apartment, had my old TV. This was a color TV though, and it had a few more channels. Because by that time in 1983 or whatever, we had a few more channels. In my apartment, I was able to put my rabbit ears up against the wall and catch like HBO or Showtime or something off of their cable feed because of the coax that was running through the wall. You could pick up a faint picture, the scrambled pictures, and people have joked about that. I mean, it doesn't come around too much anymore because, we've had technology for, since the late 90s or, whenever email and all that crap first started, and then the computer age with everything being digitized and all that. But yeah, when it was still all coax and no satellite or anything like that, you could put your rabbit ears up against the wall and get a faint picture. Like you could watch the movie, you could hear the dialogue, probably like my picture looks on YouTube for most of you people. You could hear my voice, but it was all digitized and scrambled. Every once in a while, you get a clear picture.
I was gonna say right now, this is the first time it's been clear, and I can see you, and you're not freezing up.
Oh, okay. I was
of course,
see
toward the end of the show.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Next week.
So glad we cleared up at the end. Still have a bag phone. There you go. Those old bag phones, yeah. And I remember watching Vegas, Dantana. What was his name? Robert Urich. The old Vegas show where he had like it was a Corvair or a Corvette or some kind of convertible, and he had that phone in the center console. They'd call him. It was the same night that Fantasy Island would be on because Vegas would come on and then Fantasy Island, or vice versa. And they had technology on these shows that were kind of baffling to people of the early to mid 80s or late 70s, early 80s. Grew up in a holler in East Kentucky, littered 3 miles up a one-lane dirt road. No hope to use an antenna. Uphill both
Have you ever
ways.
heard of Sandy Hook
Up in in the Northeast.
in Kentucky? I don't know where. I'm not familiar with the Northeast South. That's how bad I am.
Low tech street light. Yep, that's it. That's my grandparents. My uncle. He was only like 8 years older than me. Whenever we go to their house, that was it. We'd be out in the street playing basketball and stuff with his neighbors. And as soon as those street lights come on, that's it. That's the time to go home. Of course, summertime, they don't come on until a lot later because the sunlight's out for a little bit longer. But yeah, as soon as that light would come on around 7:50, 8 o'clock, 8:15, it was time to go in.
Yeah, and we weren't allowed to stay in the house either during that day.
Oh heck no, no, we were gone. I mean, especially in the summer when school was out, I'd get on my bike at 8 o'clock in the morning. I didn't come back home till 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Especially as you got a little bit older. When I was 8, 9, 10, no, because you have to fend for yourself, find some food somewhere. But yeah, I'd come home for lunch, and then me and my friends would go back out and we'd play baseball on the street or basketball or get on our bikes and just ride. Bicycles, not motorcycles, not motorbikes, not mini bikes.
Pedal bikes.
Moved to Grayson when I was 15. Grayson is my youngest son's name. That's my baby that's about to graduate high school.
My first wife's family was from Sandy Hook. They've all died since, but no, I ain't kidding you. I was scared being down there in that holler. I thought I was a bad boy back when I was there. And man, that was some scary noises. Then they had those snakes that smell like cucumbers. They're poisonous. I can't.
I don't think it is then that's one of my fears.
I hate snakes.
Is snakes. I hate them. Yeah, I don't care if it's a friendly snake that spits out gold bullion. I'm no. I don't kill them, unless I know that they are a deadly snake.
I'll blow them up. I'll burn my house down if I see one go under that. Whoa! Remove the trailer. Copperhead, yes. When I went out there with her grandpa and he was in the garage, and I seen something. I looked over. There's this long 10-foot sucker hanging. His grandpa was probably like 70, 80, and I told you to get out of here. And he just pushed it on, and he goes, "Watch out, boy! You smell cucumbers. They're on aggressive." And I thought, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Oh, they're all through our yard." And he goes, "I feel bad when I run them over." I was like, "Oh, hell no!" I was like, I didn't leave the house after that. I was like, you would not believe him. He just walked out and smacked that snake like it was a pet. Like, get out of the garage. I'm like,
So Dina was a former snake handler.
I couldn't date anybody. I would never date her.
No.
No. I couldn't date
Thank you for doing that, because there are people that have to do that. And thank you for not, taking that job. Thank you for taking that job and not making one of us do it, because I sure would not do that.
Or spiders.
I would handle hot coals before I would handle a snake.
Yeah.
With my bare hands. I would rather get burned than handle some slimy, satanic creature.
If I died, I really would. I am against being burn up, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But if they lay me down to rest and a snake has a chance to get in that box and bother me, you might just burn my shit up and throw it away.
Get out the blowtorch.
Yeah, forget it.
That one is a pet.
You're crazy.
Oh, my stepson, he was just here this week. Yeah, he's into reptiles. He's had snakes and the big ones that you wrap around your shoulders and put in a music video and stuff like that. I don't know what they have now. We didn't really talk a whole lot about that when he was in, because he was in for some personal business. But I know they still have some sort of reptiles, because he has like a reptile cage and maybe some iguanas and Gila monsters or something.
No. My friend had a tarantula, and I was like doing some work. I was doing some work for him, and I was like, "Man, I come in." I said, you leave that damn thing in here. I'm not coming in. I was like, it will get out. I just knew it would.
Yeah.
He called me like 3 days later and was like, hey, don't come back. Don't worry about coming over today. And I said, why? He goes, well, I really don't want to tell you. And I'm like, why? What's going on? He goes, that snake or the spider got loose. And I was like, we're not friends anymore. And it was a click. And then I got a hold of him, and he said he went and got some food or something. Next thing you know, a tarantula was walking on the back of the chair, getting ready to go on his son's neck, and he's like, "Yeah, I just put my hand there, grab and put it back." I said, "Oh, no. If I was sitting in there and that did that to me, I would pass the heck out."
The big spiders, no, I have nothing to do with. Little spiders, they don't bother me. You know, if they're nickel size or smaller, something you can step on. Yeah, I'm sure you can step on a tarantula if you really wanted to, but no, thank you. And my son is like deathly afraid of any size of spider, so I have to kill him.
Yeah, Dina, that's crazy. There's just no way.
Yeah,
I'm scared. I'm probably going to.
Did you see that show a few weeks ago, Chuck and Nate, that Beardos show? They had that guy on. He was like a snake handler or had snakes and stuff, and just had several, aquariums or whatever you want to call them with the new.
Nope.
I would probably have constant dreams or nightmares about having snakes wrapped around me.
But see, the thing that I saw, though, like I was watching this documentary or something, and this one guy, he was single, and he had a daughter, probably like a teenager, and they had a big pet snake, huge, and he would let it loose, like it wouldn't go outside or nothing, and they noticed it hadn't been eaten for weeks, and when she would sleep, the snake would go up and kind of sleep with her and stuff. Well, this one time, the snake decides he's hungry now. He's going to eat the girl. So lucky she screamed long enough, so he come in. He had to like kill the snake and stuff. But then to come to find out, they said the reason why your snake wasn't eaten is because he's laying up next to your daughter, and that was going to be his next meal. So he got so hungry to where, and he was actually nah.
Nope. I put my arm up. I was getting chills. Like, nope.
Hell no.
I'm a grown ass, overweight old man, and no, that especially now because I probably there's no way I can run as fast as I used to. Not that I could run fast before, but hell no.
Hell to the now.
Right. Hell to the now.
There's a guy on YouTube like a meme, and he's like. He sings that "Hell to the no!"
Right.
Like, is the Cowboys going to win the Super? Hell no!
To the no!
To the no! Oh, let's change the subject.
Right. Hey, how about that crappy draft that just went on with the NFL? I didn't even realize it was in Cleveland. I got a buddy in Cleveland. I called him Friday to talk to him about something. He's in the same business that I am. And I could tell he'd already had a few adult beverages. This was like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, hey man, you got a couple minutes? He's like, oh yeah, I'm just standing out here waiting for the draft to start. I'm like, what, draft beer? And he's like, no, well, yeah, I've had some of those, but no, the NFL draft. I'm like, oh yeah, crap, it's in Cleveland this year, isn't it? So yeah.
I think the Browns did really good.
Yeah, the Browns did well. My team sucked ass as normal.
Who's your team?
The Texans. They did draft a quarterback with their very first pick in the 3rd round. Thank you, Bill O'Brien, for being such an ass of a general manager. But yeah, they got the kid from Stanford, Miles Davis or something like that.
Now, do they have?
I think they're planning on exiting Deshaun Watson.
I was gonna say, is he still there?
22 sexual misconduct.
Now,
cases.
A kid from BYU. He went, I think, number 2. I believe it's to the Jets.
I caught some of the highlights, yeah.
Oh, go BYU. That's right.
What, Sam Darnold, where they moved Sam Darnold to Carolina? Jets? Yeah.
That didn't make no sense to me because he had mono that one year and that messed it up. And then last year he was hurt.
I think Sam Darnold is going to be like Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think he's going to be one of those, stocky 6'3" white guys that make it as a journeyman quarterback throughout the league.
Yep, it's neither it's going to work for you or it's not.
Yeah.
Eh.
Anyway, yeah. So that was good. So we're at 2.5 hours. How you feeling, buddy? You are close to bedtime, probably. What is it, 9:30 out there?
Yeah, it's 9:30. Yeah, we'll probably have to get it off.
Yeah.
A lot of people know my story that, you know, I was addicted to painkillers and alcohol and things like that. So I don't know why, but I really like watching Intervention.
Yeah.
It's like I get to relive my low. It's got to be sick, but to me,
well, you're on the other side, so
and it's like I feel like it just refreshes me because addictions struggle every day. Like my problem was I just couldn't. If I drank a beer, I couldn't stop. I couldn't just have the one. I would just drink or take pills until all the pills were gone, and then out buying and doing all that.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like when I watch it and stuff, it just like I don't know. It refreshes my soberness and my desire to stay sober because it's like, oh man, I don't want my teeth missing like this one, or I don't want to do, you know.
You're on the other side now, so yeah, you know what the better life is like and what the bad mistakes were that you made. You know, I still regret things. I think we all do. You know, we all do regrettable things when we're younger. Some more extreme than others, but yeah, if you're still here, you're still alive, you're still on this side of the dirt. Look back and learn from what you've done and keep moving forward. You know, you've got a blended family. I've got a blended family. You know, we're making it work. As dysfunctional as we are, we're putting the fun in dysfunctional.
Yeah, and with, you know, like back in my young day, you know, cocaine and marijuana was that was the biggest venture, and the biggest chance that you took getting caught was if you smoked coke or you did lines of coke or whatever.
Yeah,
crack. The people I ran with, we never did that, you know. But you could always tell when it was getting lit up and stuff because it just got a stench to it. Like to me, luckily it wasn't like, ooh, that smells good. Mm-hmm. But now it's that meth and crazy stuff. And as bad as it is, here we don't have like. I really wish we had an organization or something that really dealt with drug issues and things like that here. Because that's where my heart would be for donating and really trying hard and like try to sponsor a young kid.
And there's stuff you can find. It's just finding what's legit and what's not. Because some of those places that I've found out just with some other issues that we've had to deal with, they're not in it for the betterment of the person that's coming in that needs help. They're in it for the betterment of themselves, and then they end up relapsing and going back into whatever it was that they were in before they try to become a sponsor.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and just with the gap that you and I have, I mean, I know, you know, once you get older, there's really not that much of a gap, but just the 10 years or 12 years or whatever our difference is in ages. I mean, back when I was in high school or even junior high, you know, weed, marijuana. And that was a no, but you were cool if you did it. Yeah. Same thing in high school. Towards the end of high school, and once I got out of high school and I was in the music business, I was working at record stores and stuff like that. Cocaine and mollies and stuff like that became more prevalent. You go to a concert, there's still weed and all that, but, you know, there's people selling mollies and Quaaludes and stuff like that. You know, any kind of high or low that you wanted, you could find. But it wasn't to the extreme. And everything just keeps progressing. You know, like some meth, crack. It's like, how much can I destroy this drug to where it'll destroy me more? Yeah. And how much do you have to take? How much do you really not want to be where you are to take something that's effed up, that's going to F you up even more? And I'm not saying that, I'm not accusing you. I'm just saying that as a society.
Yeah.
I'm, you know, not to get into anything too personal, but, you know, we're dealing with some stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm actually like,
I don't understand it.
You know, like, and that's what kills me is like a lot of people would say, and I used to be that guy too. Like, if you would ever even think of committing suicide, you know, you just trash. That was my thought. But thing went going through my life, it's like death sounds great at sometimes, and like I actually was having a problem with trying to want to do that, and you know, but mine's all because of an issue. But like me, it's like the way I'm living right now is not. It's not a way of life. So I totally get like, and what I really fear is if I didn't meet this new pain management guy and that they're going to offer me that surgery, I honestly could see myself within the next 5 years drugged out on meth and stuff, because when you start like me, it's with pain medicine. Well, then it gets to where you're tolerant, and then I'm going to add marijuana into that with that. And then it's going to be like, okay, well, that's not doing it. So now I'm going to add something else. Luckily, I'm a fearful guy of needles, and I don't like needles. So that totally helps me. But I watch some of these intervention, and there's actually people like me, and then it just gets to that point. The pain doesn't do nothing. So then they're, and I don't want to do that. I don't want my kids to ever see me go down that far. I don't think it's cool at all. It's embarrassing. Right. It's nasty. But
once you get to that,
you're just trying to get out of pain.
And regardless of where you're at in life, and you know, once you have kids or other responsibilities, if you're not just a sole single person, not saying that that's any better, but the one thing you have to keep in the back of your mind is that you've got so many other people that are depending on you or counting on you, or that love you. I mean, that's what we're telling our family member that we're having an issue with. You got so many people that love you, so many people that care about you. Why do you continue to want to destroy yourself? And there's issues. Everybody has issues. I mean, I've got so much anxiety from when I was younger, stuff that I did, but it was just anxiety, and I never tried to mask it with anything. I was always afraid of any kind of a drug, or you know, even marijuana or any kind of a hallucinogenic thing. I like to drink. I mean, I'll have a beer, I'll have a mixed drink, I'll find the bottom of a bottle sometimes, but not to drown my sorrows. I've never been a person that when I'm depressed or sad or mad or pissed off, I don't grab a drink. That's the last thing I'm going to grab. When I'm happy and I'm fun and lovable and, you know, cooking for a bunch of people or whatever I want to do, I'm gonna go through a case of beer.
Chandra said, "Austin, your honesty helps my sobriety."
Yeah, sobriety.
Who's Austin?
I don't know. I put that up there, but just unless she was thinking one of us is Austin, or maybe she was wanting to say honestly or honesty helps me. I don't know.
Academy. So I actually know a lot of the sheriff deputies and things like that. So I keep that involvement.
Yeah.
Just here, it's like people just look down on you too much, and it shouldn't be that way. And like on YouTube or and stuff, it's like, you know, when us and I get it, and I don't ever down anybody, but we say it's a disease. And then you know, you get these people that, and this is the same way as police officers. You get the guys that's never been in trouble, don't even know what marijuana smells like. And I'm like, you are not going to be as good as a cop as somebody that actually, in my theory, it's been through it, knows how to cut it up, know weigh it, and all that. You know, because you'll know the ins and outs, you'll know the talk, you'll know it all. So,
honestly, yes. Instead of Austin, she was saying honestly.
Oh,
but no, that just could be a keyboard thing. My phone hates me like that if you're typing on your phone or whatever. And Danny, you know, you and I have talked many times, and you know, we just recently become friends over the last few months. But you know, you kind of get to know somebody for a little bit here and there, and you know, if you ever need to talk to me, that's fine. You got a bunch of people in these chats that come through. You know, all these reseller friends.
Yeah,
everybody's always going to be out there, you know, willing to lend an ear. I'm not going to have the answers for you, but I'll listen, and I'll talk you out of whatever you're thinking about. Just, and I would expect the same from you. You know, if I come to you with a problem, that, you know, you may be able to give me a different point of view than the way that I'm seeing it. I do get tunnel vision from time to time, you know, My wife will tell you I'm hard headed, but there's other times when I try to be open and honest, and sometimes that's the wrong thing too.
Yeah. Yeah. You just have to, I don't know. You just have to like, and that's how I always say, like, if somebody posts something on Facebook and it's like, man, that could come off
The vague
suicidal
stuff.
or something, I just send them a personal message like, look, I'm here for you. I don't judge. You would not believe my life. You know, I've hidden a lot of it. I do talk a lot and all that, but I don't normally like. I wouldn't get into like the bad of me, but it wasn't because like I just wanted to be that. It's just I went down the wrong road, and
Sure.
then addictions. Nobody ever wants to be addicted, and that's not the reason that we end up that way. It's because we don't know how to say stop, or we do it too much, and then by the time it's too late, it's when everybody else is noticing. If that makes
Yeah.
sense. So then, of course, when they're doing it, you're at your denial stage. So it's already blown up to where you can't stop.
Yep.
So it's like you just have to like watch that and just watch how to trigger people that are.
No, I've seen that. I've mirrored that with certain things. Nothing extreme other than like alcohol. But I've seen it in other people, friends, family, whatever. Even some strangers, somebody that I just like know from a friend of a friend. You can kind of tell if you're in the same social situation with them. You can kind of tell when they're just a little bit off. They're there in a social situation, but they're not there at all. They're thinking about their next hit, thinking about their next score, next high they can get to, whatever. And I know people deal with that, and it's
That's what gets me the most. Like when I do watch this, like the lady will say, "Yeah, I'm addicted to heroin and stuff. I spend up to $700-800 a day," and it's like, I would be so consumed in getting that $700 by the time I got it, I'd probably pass out. But
yep.
I luckily haven't. I don't feel like I was never like that. I never had to steal or nothing. If I didn't have, like, I just know, like, by the end, people would stop inviting me to parties because I would buy my share of alcohol, but I would leave it in my car so that when I drive home, totally plastered on their stuff, the party would always continue when I got there. So that's where I was.
No, and that's just it. I mean, there's some people that are totally social, and you don't know what's going on behind the scenes because once they leave your social engagement, they're going to go do whatever they're going to do to themselves solo. There's other people that do it in a social situation. They're around other friends that think it's cool, and they'll drink a fifth of bourbon. They'll smoke a bowl. Take whatever, shoot whatever. I mean, it's. And like somebody just said, I got it highlighted there. No one knows how hard it is, but the person going through it, and that's very true. Your family hurts for you, your friends hurt for you, but nobody knows the hurt that you're going through unless you express it somehow without trying to destroy yourself.
And it's usually when you express it to somebody, and it's basically they slap you in the face or with it, and then that's when you shut up or close up. And that's
again, I've dealt with it with family and friends. I've got some personal demons, but nothing too extreme.
See, I would love to like make a video, but like when you get into that kind of stuff, like at least me, it puts me so emotionally. But like, I mean, I tell anybody, like I struggle right now with depression and anxiety, and it's like I swear it's like I feel like I'm trying to think. What's that disease like when you what they call it when you schizophrenia? Like I feel like I have that sometimes, except for it's not like demons like that. How like they come up like, oh, yeah. It isn't like that, but for me, sometimes like my mind's telling me to hurt myself, but mentally I know better. It's like it's like where the hell does it come from? Why do I have that? And then many a times I tell like Sarah, like, yeah, I don't think I can. My mind's tired of fighting. So, but my doctor's put me on some medicine and stuff. So it does help. But then I get scared I'm going to get addicted to the pills. So I stop. But so that's where I was here recently. I've been kind of down and out with it, but now I'm back on it. So I feel better. And then it's just like, man, I can't believe I would stop taking that pill because I feel so much better. But I don't care what kind of addiction you have. It's so hard. And it's like, it's just hard not to go back to it. You fight it every day. And that you just wish that one day you could quit fighting it. Like it's just not there, or you just screw it. Let's just get drunk. See how many I can drink. See if I can drink the 35 I drank last 20 years ago.
Yeah, and not to. I mean, I've never been to the extreme, but you know, I as a person that grew up in the late '80s, early '90s, you know, Prozac was the cure-all, and all it did was numb you. So, you know, I went to a doctor, you know, just with a few anxiety issues, and that's immediately what she prescribed. Oh, well, we're going to put you on Prozac, this, that, and the other. I was on that for 6 months to a year, and my entire family said, "Who the hell are you?"
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it because I'm taking this stuff, so I don't feel any different than what I felt before. I didn't take it and walk out the day, you know, 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh, it's going to be a great day, you know, whistling, birds chirping on my shoulders. Nothing. No. But apparently they saw something in me that I didn't see it. So I got off of it immediately. And it wasn't anything that you know, that I had to stay on or get, you know, progress on or you know, come off of and go through detox or whatever like that. It was a numbing drug. It was so popular back then. I mean, I don't even think they prescribe it anymore. Of course, there's other stuff. There's Xanax. There's other things nowadays that are supposed to help you with stuff like that. But Prozac was a strictly numbing drug, not a narcotic necessarily, but in the line of work that I was in at the time, driving a big truck, delivering beer, you know, God help me if I had 2 or 3 beers and drive a big truck and hit somebody. If I'm on something that's altering my mind somehow or altering my state of being, my sense of being, my sense of thought of what is right and wrong, what's going to happen if I run over somebody with a truck and, oh, well, he's just on Prozac. Well, Prozac fucks you up. I'm sorry. Prozac slows you down. It you know, it's nothing like a heavy narcotic, but still it alters your mind.
Yeah.
It alters your way of being, how you react in a society.
Thank you, Chandra.
Yep. Well, cool. Yeah, let's.
Yeah, I just for just a lot of people, it's just. I mean, you can't really blame it on the doctors, but you know the doctors know better on some stuff to give us, and they know it's addicting when they give it to you. Because, like I'd always say, hey, please just slow down. You know, well, we'll do this and this here. I'm always dealing with weight, so my doctor at one time actually gave me something else. Said, well, now this is a little bit more addictive than this, but it should curb your appetite. Well, shit, you'd freaking be up going crazy for a whole day.
No.
So like and then I raised my daughters as single, so I couldn't do a lot of the medicine and stuff. So like anytime that they weren't there, it was drink as much as I could, do whatever. So it was horrible.
Yeah. I don't know what your thoughts or beliefs are. I'm a Christian. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, if you know somebody wants to type a little prayer in there, that's fine. Yeah, there's things that a lot of people are going through that nobody knows about. We all put on a front. We all put on a face. We all put on a personality on YouTube. We try to be ourselves. And, you know, on a recorded video, you're trying to put out what you think people want to see, what people want to hear. On some of these lives, and I've been on some others too, where it kind of gets a little personal towards the end or even in the middle, beginning, whatever. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for talking about it. Thank you for getting it out.
Yeah, I want to do awareness for it, but I don't want anybody to think. In a way, it's like I never get into my deepest or anything because Sarah, I don't even think I might have broke down to her and told her some of it.
Sure.
But most of it is I want the awareness to be out there, and I want to do whatever we can do to, like, if somebody is struggling, like, you can't, like you said, when we make our videos, you can't tell I'm struggling. I'm still goofy as can be because my thoughts on the video is to help everybody else.
Chandra, I guess I would imagine she's asking if she can come in for a second. I would have to get the link. I don't think I've ever brought another guest in.
You just hit should be under here where your mic, yeah. Should say share, and then it'll bring up there, and then just copy paste it and put it in the link. Oh, now it's the Danny show. I have no idea where he went. Dude.
So Keith disappeared.
I was like, what? I was doing the whole thing by myself.
Yeah, no, I hit the wrong thing. Yeah, here, let me see if that works. Nope, that didn't work. Copy to clipboard. Let's try that. Okay. I know there's just a few people on there, but here, Chandra, that's for you. If you can get in and get into the backstage, I'll bring you up real quick. And thank you, Dina.
What did she say? I can't. Just little
Dina, put in a little prayer there.
Struggling, her struggle, addiction, and mental struggles working on. That's right. Amen. But yeah, that's just how I just want to be like. I just want everybody to see the real, like, you know, like, y'all might look like a lot of people probably wouldn't even know I have back issues looking at the shop and seeing that I'm buying everything, you know, like, but it's a struggle, but I can't, it's almost an addiction in a way, because like you can't stop buying, but you just never know. Like I've been saying it for last year and a half, is all these thrift shops are going to start doing eBay on themselves. So.
Okay. Real quick. Chandra's back here. Let me go ahead and see if I can bring her in. Maybe. There's her picture.
Hey guys, am I there?
Yep. Yeah, well, your voice is there.
Yeah, because you're not going to see the horror that is Chandra right before bed.
Hey, I show up with this.
Yeah, I wake up with this.
And I love that about you, and I'm aspiring to that, but I don't. Listen, I'm from other places, man.
I own my chins, I own my cheeks, I own my gut, I own my bigness.
I know. It's like my gut loads connected to my knee sagging stuff. It doesn't even rhyme. It's just the reality of growing old.
Oh God, it sucks.
If I might, just briefly.
Sure.
You guys, before we pray, I want to say that I stumbled in here because I was basically following Dina, because Dina's cool and I do what Dina does.
That's awesome.
Not even a little bit. She's kind of a brat. But I love this show. Tonight has been healing for me. If that means anything to anyone. So now, can I just say a little prayer? And then I'll bug out, and I swear I'll never buzz into your show again.
No. You have the privilege of being our first guest, so absolutely.
Oh my gosh, stop it.
Yeah, we haven't brought in a guest on this show before, so we're 9 episodes in, and we had talked about it.
I had no idea how forward I was being by asking, did I?
No, don't worry about that. We're all learning technology in our elder years, so that's fine. I'm glad that I was able to bring you in. I at least knew how much to do that, so absolutely. Go ahead.
That makes you my peeps.
I'm sorry?
That makes you my people.
Okay. Yeah, see, I had to stop.
We're just aging together and trying to cope, right?
That's it. But yeah,
all right. Well,
go ahead, please.
I'm just going to say a quick prayer, and then I'm going to duck out, if I might.
Sure.
Okay. So, Father God, I just thank you for who you are. And it's just amazing to me every single day the people that you bring in front of me to remind me that you love me. And these gentlemen and all these people in this chat represent exactly that. And I don't know what they're going through. They don't know what I'm going through, but you know everything. And you hold all power in your hand. And you love us more than we love ourselves. And I just want to thank you for that. And thank you for my new friend. In Jesus' name, I give you such gratitude. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Yeah, it's hard to follow that up, but no, I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Chandra, if you'd like to go ahead and leave, I can either X out or you can probably exit out yourself. But yeah, no, we appreciate that. You know, this is a Reseller's Goals show. We discuss our goals in the beginning. We discuss reselling, all that. The chat goes anywhere and everywhere after that. You know, we can talk about movies. We can talk about this, that, and the other. Today, it was personal issues that came up. I've got a book full of stuff that I can tell you guys about. I just choose not to at this point. I've let some of it come out. And Danny felt the need to speak up his piece, and that is absolutely wonderful. It helps with that. And you can see just even with these handful of people on here, even if you touch one person, that means the world to that one person. So appreciate you, Chandra. Appreciate you, Danny. And the rest of you also that are still here and got to experience that. If you see this on a replay, just know that, you know,
addiction is real.
Yeah, no, this is real life. I mean, we're resellers. We're having fun. We're doing this. We're doing that. Life gets in the way. Life comes at you. Life slaps you in the face sometimes. And when it does mine, the cheeks kind of go like that as it slaps my face. But yeah, so we'll throw a little comedy in. We'll throw a little reel in. We'll talk about our issues. We'll work through them. We'll support each other. And
yeah, Sarah used to think it was weird I watched that show, but then when I told her, she's like, "That makes sense. I can see it."
Yeah, no, so that was cool. Don't know where to go from here. We've kind of run the gamut from top to bottom down here. It's getting late for a lot of us.
Yeah, in 4 minutes, my show coming on.
There you go. So
I gotta get on to the house.
Let's go ahead. Yeah, we're almost at 3 hours. Thank you again so much, especially all those that have hung around towards the end. We've got a lot of people in and out throughout the show. We love it when we hit double digits. We love it when we have 2, 3, 4 people watching like we do now. Actually, we got 6 watching. So there you go.
Yeah, we was 1 away from getting Keith at 200.
Am I still at 199? I got to refresh. So yeah, still at 199. That's cool. Well, that's cool. I'll hit 200 by June or July.
Yeah, you'll be there by next week's sale. So if not, we're not gonna get off till you get it.
All right. No, I'm gonna cut it now. So we'll save that for another time. We got to get you to 2,000 first because you're giving away some stuff. I'm not giving away anything for hitting 200. I'll give away stuff when I get to 500. So that'll be the incentive.
Right. We can get it.
I'll give away a Pickle Reseller'S hat or something like that. Get to 500.
Whatever Danny's going to donate. How about this $3 Bill Clinton dollar?
Oh, there you go. I had one of those for a little while. Just to carry it around with me.
I just found that it actually sells on eBay for like $1.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thank you for everybody that hung around with us through the end. Thank you for everybody that joined us from the beginning, in the middle, and the end. Danny, as always, thank you for being a co-host. I'm glad I got to experience our live show this week, and I have to watch a guest host fill in for me. Next week, Monday, let's see, what is the date next week? The 10th. We will be on Pickle Reseller'S channel, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, for episode number 10.
Hopefully.
Can we see all 10 of my fat fingers? Look at these sausages I'm throwing up here. 10.
On the 10th. Ooh.
10.
Maybe we're going to have to give
an episode 10 next week. We got to have something for that. What are we going to, let's plan it out through the week.
1850 because I just checked, I'm at 1812. So if I'm at 1850, then we can give away my pet monster. So let's
There you go.
38 more. We're getting close.
But we're going to be at episode 10. So you and I will talk through the course of this week, and we'll come up with something for our 10th episode for those who have been with us and those that have joined us just recently. And give a little hi, howdy, thank you very much out to somebody. I may find a Amazon gift card or something like that. We'll figure it out, man.
All right.
Get in where you fit in. All right, Danny, have a good night. Go catch your show, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate you opening up. 9th show in. I'll say I love you, brother.
Hold up, my brother. You got 200. You got it.
Oh, did I get it?
You did.
Damn, I don't have a confetti machine.
Woo!
Oh, there's nothing. Oh, there's nothing dropping from the ceiling, but yeah, that's cool. Here, I can throw up. Let's see. Here's a paper towel. There's one piece of confetti. Yeah.
That's
200. Awesome. Cool deal.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Now that I'm bending over now to camera to pick up my piece of confetti. Thank you all very much. That's cool. We'll end the show on the 200, and we'll see where I'm at next week. I'll try to put out some good content for you guys. Danny's got 3 to 5 videos a day. If you guys want to catch him on Pickle Resellers, and sub to him if you're going to watch all those shows, man.
No kidding.
Sub to him. He's got
multiples.
He's got the better looking person in his house about to join him in that office there. So y'all join up and see what he's got planned in the very near future.
A bunch of videos.
All right, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Danny.
No problem.
We will see you next week. What do you got coming up real quick? And I'll plug my show, too.
I have no idea what I got going on this week.
You don't have 3 shows putting out tomorrow?
Huh?
No lives?
No.
No, nothing? No. You got a trailer full of stuff you got to go buy in the morning or anything?
I just got those, maybe the makeup deal and the those Rising Boyd's Bears and my thrift this weekend. So I got a couple.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be curious to see about those Boyd's Bears because I've bought the one thus far. And when I saw that name and I saw the quality of the bear, I was like, man, this has got to be worth something. And it was $5 half price at a state sale Sunday. It was $10, and then I sold it for $15. So we'll see. Maybe there's some that are more desirable than others. I didn't do a whole lot of research on it. I just had the one.
Right.
Tennessee, good night.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good luck on your house sale. Hopefully that goes through. If so, we will be flying to Tennessee and having dinner and drinks on Miss Sellington there with that commission she's going to make. So, yeah, I've got 8 at 8. I'm back this week. Last week I did have to take off basically because we got a lot going on personal-wise here with a high school senior that's graduating, a lot of year-end stuff that we're involved in. But, yeah, it's picking up again this week. This week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central, I have Marcie from Frugal Peanut Reseller. I believe I have her link down in the bottom down there along with Danny's and mine as well. But yeah, check us out Wednesday night if you don't mind. It's just a quick interview show, 8 questions for another reseller. Usually 4 questions about reselling and 4 questions about the reseller.
Sweet.
So that'll be this Wednesday. And you never know. I mean, you might see Danny and I pop up here and there, everywhere.
Yep. We get bored with
one day. Yeah, it might be a Friday night or Saturday night when we're just bored out of our minds, and we'll bore y'all as well.
Hey, big brother.
Hey, man. Yeah, coming in at the right time. Where we at? We're just over 3 hours, big brother. So we got to cut out. Thank you for coming in at the end there, though.
Well, I'm gonna jump on. I gotta get.
All right, buddy. We'll see you, and we will end it. Good night. Thank y'all.